now. You Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Blue Devil Football on NEC Front Row and the On the Run app. This afternoon, two hot teams in the NEC, the LIU Sharks and your CCSU Blue Devils, will go at it here from a root field on a blustery but sunny, beautiful late October afternoon. I'm Bruce Beal, along with my partner Mark Robbins. And Mark, we were just down on the field about a half hour ago, and well, there goes the flag again. It is an unpredictable wind, to say the least. And I know you did a high school game last night in Windsor, and you were all layered up.
Yeah, not quite as bad today.
But I think the wind will affect this game.
Yeah, no doubt, and that may play into the hands of both teams running games.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the Blue Devils like to establish the run, and certainly so does LIU. And you're right, two teams coming in with win streaks, LIU 2 straight, and the Blue Devils on a 3-game roll right now, and huge. This game is of a huge importance with the Blue Devils, the only unbeaten team in NEC conference play.
And with only 7 games on the slate, you think you have to go undefeated. Although Duquesne, who was a preseason pick to win it, did lose last week to Wagner. And Blue Devils will see Duquesne in a couple of weeks. But LIU, even with 2 losses, thinking they're not out of it at all.
No, they'll still have plenty to play for. And we were down on the field as we talked about. It was juicy, little tense. Conference game, familiarity, and 2 programs that feel like they should be at the top of the standings.
There were some people running their mouth down there during warm-ups, right? It's always fun to see that. And this is the team, they're meeting for the 6th time, CCSU and LIU, with the Sharks winning 4 of the first 5 meetings. Blue Devil only win was a 28-0 victory back in 2019. And the last 3 games of this series have been decided by a total of 13 points. But before LIU made that transition to merge with CW Post,
right,
they did play 10 times between 1957 and 1995. And I remember there was a player when CW Post came here and put, I think, 70 points on the board, something close to that. Perry Klein was the quarterback who ended up getting drafted in the NFL.
Yeah, so you know what? LIU comes into this game with the victory earlier in the non-conference, the win at Eastern Michigan, a place the Blue Devils nearly came up with a win, I think it was 3-4 years ago. Got that win at Eastern Michigan, and this team went healthy, LIU. The Sharks, really, really talented. They like to run the football. Ron Cooper, the head coach at LIU in his 4th season. He's got SEC coaching experience at Alabama. This is a team that is, and the school in general has put a lot of money into athletics, and the merger included. And LIU is on the uptick when it comes to NEC football programs.
They've got the reigning offensive and defensive players of the week. Luca Stanazzi, their quarterback, 5 touchdowns last week, 4 on the ground. And the defensive player of the week, Trey Watkins, he's a transfer from Lafayette. He is the defensive player of the week. So it's going to be a good one here. Blue Devils have played. We'll talk to Adam. We did speak with Adam Lechtenberg yesterday. A couple of overtime games in that 3-game win streak. And whatever it takes to win. And we said, look, you got 4 games left. This is the home stretch. And he's basically saying one at a time starting today.
Oh, absolutely. Be 1-0 that week. And, of course, another, now that we're into November, another saying that I like in college football, the games you remember are played in November.
Yep.
So I like that. And,
all right,
this
John.
will be one of those.
John Facenda, your little John Facenda there, right?
Bit, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and I'll speak with the head coach of the Blue Devils, Adam Lechtenberg. Blue Devil football on NEC Front Row and the On the Run app.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday, November 8th with Stonehill at Central Connecticut State. Kickoff is at noon. Remember, all conference games are streamed live and free on necfrontrow.com, and follow NEC News on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at necsports.com.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5. Central Connecticut's Nick Washington scores this game winner with just 2 seconds to play in the game.
That gets through and it goes in!
Number 4. New Haven's Jao Paresh heads in the go-ahead goal on this set piece.
The back post headed on, and New Haven are in front!
Number 3. Mercyhurst's Benjamin Buckley goes upper 90 with this free kick.
Into the air, it's in!
Number 2. Watch NEC Rookie of the Week Fairfield's Kalen Fogelson walk the line and score.
Still able to keep it in play. Fogelson a shot, and she scores!
Number 1. The ball is sent into the box, and Stonehill's Casey Rice pops it up with her knee and scores on the volley.
The ball in, a dangerous one. Chance in front, and they knock it in!
Well, folks, there you have it. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
Back at Root Field with head coach of the Blue Devils, Adam Lechtenberg, who is well rested after your bye week. What'd you get done in the last couple weeks?
Well, the first week we tried to have a get better week, a couple of get better practices, and then we transitioned to focusing on LIU as soon as possible because we know how good of an opponent they are. But, you know, we got a few guys to rest up and get feeling better. But just like everybody at this point of the year, you have who you have, and everybody's trying to fight through and push through, and we're still doing that as well. But it was a well-needed bye week.
Especially on the offensive line. Talk a little bit about that and who we might see today.
Yeah, we continue with Xander getting out for the season against Wagner. He's got a season-ending injury. Unbelievable kid. Really upset about that. But we think Isaiah DeLoach might be back to play a little bit this week. Eric Nunez is kind of back from his injuries. So a group that's been precious has missed a game. He's going to be back. So we've had multiple guys miss games on that group all season. It's kind of been a revolving door, and whoever's out there is going to have to play well.
And you may not know it the way he's running the ball, but Elijah Howard also has been banged up pretty much throughout the whole year. You know, a little nagging injury here or there, but he gets a chance to rest too. So what about his status?
Yeah, he's better. He's still got a little bit of a foot issue that he's working through, but like you guys know and you see, he's going to give his best effort every week. He has pushed through a lot this year, and the way he plays at that position, he's always going to be like that because he plays really hard. So he's going to be fine.
All right, you mentioned your opponent, LIU, okay? So this is a team that can really run the football, including their quarterback. He accounted for 5 touchdowns last week. Talk about LIU. They've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, LIU always plays a tough early season schedule, so they're always kind of beat up at this point in the year. But they got their guys back. They went 3 weeks or so without their top 2 quarterbacks. At least one of them's back, and who knows about the other one because he's been getting back and playing some stuff here and there. So 2 of the more talented players in the league are their quarterbacks, and then obviously they got good running game, good job up front. Their defense is physical and fast, so it's going to be one of the more talented teams that we play.
And a quarterback like that who can run the ball so efficiently, how do you prepare for that? Well, without giving anything away.
Yeah, like anybody, you have to be disciplined with your eyes. They run a lot of motions and jets and read games. They run with some tempo. So they do a lot of things on their offense that put pressure on you as a defense. And, you know, effort will outweigh anything. If we give great effort, and we'll be okay, but like it's going to take a great effort.
Especially your linebacking core, right? I mean, that's going to be crucial for them to. I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to have a spy on the quarterback, but it's crucial for them to be disciplined.
Yeah, everybody, whether it's the guys reading the read keys, the linebackers, everybody has a job. The D line has got to put pressure on the quarterback to make him make mistakes. But he's definitely a difference maker, and he will definitely have our attention. We've got to do a good job with him to have a chance.
All right, Adam, as the great Dave Johnson says, and down the stretch they come, right? 4 games left. The good thing is 3 of them here at home.
Yeah, we are only worried about one. You know, we don't worry about the next one. We have a game here today, and that's all we care about. We're going 1-0 this week somehow, some way. Finding a way to win by 1 point against a really talented team.
Yeah, I mean, how about another overtime game? Why not, right?
We'll be fine. If we can get it done, I don't care how it happens. We just got to find a way to win by 1.
All right, Adam, I appreciate it as always. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
That's Adam Lechtenberg. We'll take a break and be back. Blue Devil football on NEC Front Row and the On the Run app.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions.
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC. There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop. Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis. The Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown.
And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne. LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships. The Cougars have won the NEC championship.
With FDU Knights, absolutely perfect.
All right, back on NEC Front Row. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins, and the NEC Front Row crew. You see the captains at midfield right now for the coin toss, Mark, and it's good to see big number 74 back. Adam Lechtenberg talked about it yesterday in our meeting. Isaiah's going to give it a go today.
Yeah, Isaiah Deloach, the offensive lineman, right, injured a couple of weeks ago, and we were really fearful that it was a very serious injury.
LIU wins the toss and will defer to the second half. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Jonathan Grand, the referee for today's matchup. So it's great. I don't know if he's going to start. We'll see, or if he's on some sort of play count. But Isaiah Deloach certainly ready to go today.
Central Connecticut will receive.
So the Blue Devils are going to receive, and as we talked about, a windy day. The wind will actually be, it looks like it'll be in their grill to start, as they'll be moving right to left. And again, the defense, stopping the running game, as you heard Adam Lechtenberg talk about, crucial. Blue Devils held Wagner in their last effort to 48 rushing yards, 4th time this season they've held an opponent under 100 yards. That's the lowest for a team this season against the Blue Devils, 48. And the Blue Devils are only giving up 56 yards a game in league play. And the team that had the most was Robert Morris a couple of weeks ago. So Blue Devils are doing a great job in that category. And again, as Mark mentioned earlier, 3-0 in NEC play, the only undefeated team left in the league.
And congratulations to the Blue Devil program winning its 100th conference game in NEC play 2 weeks ago with the overtime win on Staten Island.
We also want to congratulate the Blue Devils men's cross-country team. Blue Devils won their 3rd consecutive NEC championship this morning. We'll talk more about that. Ho-hum for Eric Blake.
Oh, I mean, and really, we say that in jest. I mean, it's a remark that Eric Blake has done year after year for so long.
I'm looking for a story on Channel 3.
We have before, and we will continue as the ball blows off the tee. Look at the formation here for the Sharks.
Yeah, they mess around. They do that on extra points. They do that on kickoffs. I guess it's synchronicity, right? Donovan Wadley and Donnie Marcus are deep for the Blue Devils. This one in the direction of Wadley, who fields it about a yard deep in the end zone. Being very patient, waiting for some blockers, and cuts it back up the middle. LIU trying to strip the ball, but a nice job by Wadley. A return of about 25 yards out to the 24-yard line, where the Blue Devils will begin.
Well, I'm sure we'll see Elijah Howard frequently in this game, both running and catching the football. Of course, he's 4th on the all-time rushing list, 2,496 yards, going to go over 2,500. Don't know that he can get up to number 3. And James Mallory, about 800 yards away.
Blue Devils start off in the shotgun with Brady Olson having another terrific year for the Blue Devils. The senior from Bellingham, Mass. He fakes the handoff over the middle, intended for the tight end, or make that, it was Pardo. A little bit behind him on a timing pattern, so incomplete.
And with this win, Bruce, I think the quick passing game is, and the short routes are what's going to be, prevalent for both squads today.
Yeah, especially as they're going into the, it was swirling this morning, but it really seems to be blowing in the face of the Blue Devils here. This time Olson pitches it to Howard, and Elijah Howard out to the 30-yard line. Mark mentioned it, a fantastic year for Elijah Howard, averaging over 5 yards per carry, 6 rushing TDs, just over 80 yards per game he's averaging.
Well, that's a great play to pick up 7 yards, and it's almost a forward pass. I mean, you could challenge that. That might have been a passing attempt right there. I thought Howard was a step and a half, ahead of where the pitch came from.
Blue Devils 33 out of 102 this year on third down. Olson has some room. He's going to try to run for it, and he's about a yard short. He was stuck at around the 33-yard line, had to get out to the 34, and the referee is indicating that it's 4th down, and the Blue Devil punting unit comes out.
Yeah, good job. Couple of Sharks had him surrounded. He tried to go kind of through him and came up a half a yard short.
Zach Bonini having a terrific year. The redshirt freshman from Enfield is on to punt.
He's the NEC Rookie of the Week. Had a 65-yarder a couple of weeks ago.
A low one, and it's going to bounce it around the 33-yard line and go out of bounds, where LIU will start out. That's Cam Ingram and Chase Davis with the returners. Well, Luca Stanazzi, number 11, is the quarterback for the Sharks. And, boy, he was dynamic last week. 4 touchdowns rushing and a touchdown reception. A touchdown pass. He had a 27-yard run as well. I mean, I watched the game. New Haven couldn't tackle him. He's in the shotgun, Stanazzi. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's tripped up by Jack Stahl. And we talked about that with Adam Lechtenberg, about how crucial the linebackers are going to be today, starting with Jack Stahl, who leads the Blue Devils in tackles. That was his 55th.
That was old-fashioned option football.
Yeah, this time Stanazzi takes it for a first down and a little bit more. He's out to midfield and prances out of bounds after about a 18-yard gain for Stanazzi, and they are in the hurry up for sure. They'll also use, you very rarely will see him under center. Stanazzi's going to put it up this time, and the pass is caught, but there's a flag down. Ethan Greenwood made the reception out of the slot, but we got a flag down. And LIU, hurry.
Right, they love the tempo.
Illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Legal formation is the call.
You know, a lot of quarterbacks are labeled dual threats, but Stanzani is a guy that is true to that clarification, that name. He will run and he will throw.
It's O'Shawn Ross Jr. in the backfield. Stanazzi's going to put it up, and it's incomplete, intended for the receiver, Ethan Greenwood again.
Well, this is what the Blue Devils are looking for. Put LIU behind the stick, second and about 15, and then it kind of limits the running attack a little bit and makes LIU a little bit more one-dimensional.
Evan Brooks, number 18, also in the vicinity. He's got a good size, 6'4", 209. So Stanazzi in the shotgun, second down and 15. Stenazzi under pressure, and he goes down at the 35-yard line. A sack for Gavin Taylor.
The Blue Devil leader, that's 5.5
Yep.
now. And he had 3 in the last 2 games coming in, 4.5 total.
Well, that'll slow down LIU.
What a great play. He was able to fend off the block and grab Stenazzi and whip him down. Look at this, 3rd and forever.
Yeah, he didn't have any time, Stenazzi, that time. And, yeah, 3rd down and 26. Stenazzi, pass is complete for maybe a yard. And the Blue Devil defense does a terrific job as the wind seemed to die down a little bit. So Central should get good field position here.
Devon Mitchell with the tackle. He had 28 coming in.
Braden Hall's done a terrific job for the Blue Devils this year, but it looks like Donovan Wadley will be deep for Central.
A little bit more explosive, I think.
Standing at his 23-yard line. Wind picks up a little bit and flags go flying.
Flag down prior to the snap.
Either movement or the Blue Devils were offsides, but it's only going to be 5 yards.
False start.
False start.
Number 9 to the offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You say only 5. But
yeah.
With the wind today,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's doubled. I think it's an advantage.
Will Lynch is the punter, averaging 41 yards per punt. Had a 58-yarder this year as well. 13 inside the 20. And Wadley now creeps up to about the 28-yard line. Oh, this time he goes sideways, rugby style, and does a fantastic job. And it goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
How about the 8.5?
Wow. Take a look at that, Mark. That's over 50 yards.
That's a tremendous job. Great punt. And, maybe the wind pushes it a little bit more that way, and he played it perfectly.
Yeah, concerted effort, right, to keep it low.
And away from Wadley.
Yep.
Clearly looking.
So that's now his career high season. 60-yard punt officially. Previously it was 58.
Tough spot for the Devils.
Yeah, so much for the good field position. As Mark mentioned, Blue Devils got their 100th win. Adam Lechtenberg 10-4 at games here at Root Field as the head coach of the Blue Devils. And a beneficial schedule, 3 of the next 4 games here at a Root Field.
Got to protect the home turf.
After a 5-yard gain. And we get movement up front. Blue Devils, of course, indicating that it's on LIU, and the Sharks saying it's on Central Connecticut.
The nose tackle, I think that was that Rodney Mills? Or was that
encroachment?
Offside. Number 90 of the defense.
90.
That 5-yard
Gardner
penalty
Jr.
will result in a first down.
It's a 5-yard penalty, so a first down already. That's already the, 4th penalty on the Sharks.
And the Blue Devils, one of the best at not committing penalties in the country. We got a ball that came out on the field. Little practice long snapper lost.
He got caught in the wind.
Yeah.
So the 5 yards gives the Blue Devils a first down. Again, after that 60-yard punt, this drive started at about the 8-yard line. Elijah Howard to the right of Olsen, who barks out the signals. Fakes the handoff, going to try to go over the middle. It's tipped up in the air and almost picked off. Ball got deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Brady Olsen throws an incomplete pass intended for Donovan Marcus.
Marcus actually got a hand on it as well,
yes.
I believe.
Good thing he had good position. He kind of blocked out the DB to keep it from getting picked. It's up there in the air for so long, it seems.
So Howard now to the left of Olsen on a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Olsen steps into the pocket, has his tight end at the 25-yard line. Pass is hauled in by Peter Cleary of the Blue Devils.
Brady Olsen completes the pass to Peter Cleary.
And now a manageable 3rd and 4.
Cleary 5th on the team in receptions. That's his 15th of the year for Cleary. Averaging a paltry 24.3 yards per catch, a 6-yard gain there. And now 3rd down and 4 with 9.5 remaining in the first quarter. Blue Devils going into the wind. Olsen over the middle. Ooh, ball was dropped by Marsh, and then he was tagged. He had initially dropped the ball, but a nice job by Trey Watkins, the defensive back from Rahway, New Jersey.
Yeah, big-time hit coming across the middle. Good to have Paul Marsh back as well. He has been dealing, well, I mean, throughout his Blue Devil career, he's dealt with injuries, but back, and then he just took a wallop.
Watkins, the reigning NEC Player of the Week. There's a low one, and into the wind. Bonini was trying to keep it low, and it was downed at around the 39-yard line, so decent field position for Stanzani and the LIU Sharks. Haven't called them the Blackbirds yet, Mark, but, you know, it's that difficult to do when they're wearing white and blue.
They don't look like the old LIU at all. Of course, they never did play. They never did play football.
That's right.
Did the Blackbirds?
Stanzani in the shotgun, but they snap it to the running back that time, or Ethan Greenwood actually.
Well, it was an attempted handoff, but Greenwood didn't want it. He didn't. It was a miscommunication on the play.
Stanzani's to the left of Greenwood.
Oh.
And they fake the handoff to Stanzani. And Greenwood slides for about 8 yards.
Ethan Greenwood is the ball carrier on the play.
And he's listed 3rd on the depth
Yeah,
chart.
he'll play quarterback as well. He's a wide receiver.
Now they're flip-flopping.
Yep. Now Greenwood to the right of Stanzani on a 3rd down and 4. Stanzani puts it up, and it's hauled in right at midfield, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a tremendous catch.
Yeah, Richardson, who has 20 catches, will make that his 21st.
And look at this tempo.
Yeah,
the
not
Devils
giving.
Can't sub.
Greenwood gives it to Stanzani, who then throws it to Richardson for about 3 yards. There was a lot going on there. Actually, that was Jaden Dozier who made the catch.
He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line where he's set.
A quick huddle.
And you're seeing, you know, some wild stuff from the Sharks. So Ross Jr. is in the game now at running back. Stanzani fakes the handoff to him and completes the pass. And a flag goes down. Again, there's that tempo of LIU. Evan Brooks made the reception on the near side.
Gavin Taylor nearly got to Stanzani in time, just missed it, clipped him at the end.
And already we mentioned LIU. I think that's their 5th penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be.
If it does go on them.
Yeah, it's going to be, according to the Blue Devils. Cliff Thompson is saying it's against LIU.
Would you argue with him?
Yeah, it was my thought exactly, Bruce. As we finish each other's thoughts. Jimmy King wrote that great article on you and CJ.
Jimmy King.
Jimmy Clark.
Yeah. I think
Jimmy
you were
King?
thinking about the
Did I
guard
say
for
Jimmy
Michigan.
King? Yeah,
Jimmy King.
Jimmy Clark.
Here's the call.
Illegal touching. Number 18 in the offense. That penalty has been declined. The result of the play is a 3rd down.
The Blue Devils declined the penalty.
Yeah, it's still third and about 14.
After that loss.
Yeah.
All right, fans, get loud
Blue Devils
for another
5.13 penalties a game, 41 total. That's the lowest number in the league.
Right, 24th and 27th nationally. So
Stanzani in the shotgun. Looking right, now slings it, a little sidearm pass.
boy, were the Devils ready for that. Jack Stoll just waited for the receiver
That was
to make the catch.
O'Shawn Ross Jr. out of the backfield. And the Blue Devil defense does a great job. Let's see if they can get decent field position here. They're going to send two players back now.
Who is then tackled by Jack Stoll. It's fourth down.
Wadley is back along with Chris Jean, who we saw early in the year, but
yeah,
another flag.
I think procedure against LIU.
Flag down on the play.
One of the gunners to the near side here.
False start. Number 15 in the offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Yet another penalty on the Sharks.
6 in the first.
Double check that.
Half of the first quarter. The first eighth of the game.
I think that's their fifth.
Fifth. That's still way too much. That's what the Blue Devils average a game.
Lynch, low. Wadley lets it bounce, and Jean picks it up. And wow, the special teams have been huge for LIU, but yet another flag goes down back at the 15-yard line.
What was that flag for?
Might have been an illegal block. But how about that? The low line drive kick, the big bounce, like a pelota. And then Jean did a nice job hauling it in, but then the Sharks were all over him.
Talking about highlight.
During the return, block in the back.
Yeah, block in the
Number
back.
39 of the receiving team. Penalty will be assessed half the distance. First down.
The Blue Devils are going to start inside the 10-yard line again, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, and twice they forced punts. The 5-yard penalties have, they've been critical. Who knows, the ball may have been able to get into the end zone if they didn't have to back them up 5, but you have to take it. Wow.
Yeah,
inside the 5.
Going into the wind.
They got to get the Bob Seeger offense going.
Sharks coming off a 38-16 victory over New Haven at home. That was preceded by a 17-7 win over Robert Morris. Howard trying to find the edge, and he's thrown out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain for Elijah Howard. His 110th attempt on the ground this year, and he missed a game and a half.
Gain of 4 on the play. It's second down and 6. Ball on the 9.
Sharks played in front of almost 90,000 people in their opener versus Florida. 55-0 loss. Here's Howard again. And Elijah fighting for yardage. About a 2 or 3 yard gain. And a helmet goes flying off of a Blue Devil.
Number 73 in the offense needs to leave the game for 1 play.
So, yeah, Eric Nunez, the senior from Wappinger Falls, New York. Nice golf course up there, Sleepy Hollow, right? No, not in Wappinger Falls. There are some nice golf courses up there.
What, do you work for the chamber up there?
3-yard pickup and third down and 3. Marcus is in the game. They fake the handoff to him. Brady Olson gets a block, has the first down, and dives forward outside the 20-yard line.
The nimble Brady Olson. Smart read, fakes the handoff, and then with a little move and falls forward. Plenty for the first down.
Third on the team in rushing. Brady Olson has a couple of touchdown runs as well. Little breathing room for the Blue Devils now on 1st and 10. Olsen hands it off, and tough yardage. Still on his feet is Marcus. Comes out of the pile, but the forward progress gives him about a yard gain.
And you see
Marcus averaging 2.6 yards per carry. That's his 60th rush on the year, has 3 touchdown runs.
James Delva back in. For Isaiah Deloge.
Marcus remains in the game for the Blue Devils on a 2nd down and 9. Olsen, handoff. Marcus cuts it back up the middle. Solid run for Donovan Marcus out to the 35-yard line, and another Blue Devil first down.
Working on the left side, a great cutback for Donnie Marcus. Look at the vision. There's the hole opening up, and then cuts it back in once he sees the linebacker trying to fill.
Joe Crafassi comes into the game, number 18, for the Blue Devils. Also, Damani Williams. He's at the bottom of the screen with Paul Marsh. Elijah Howard spins out of a tackle, and what would have been a loss of about 4 yards is only a loss of 1. Solid job by the Sharks that time. Loss of 1. Wadley goes.
Both teams like the tempo.
Wadley and Williams. Now Williams goes in motion. Olsen hands it off again. Howard bulldozing his way out past the 40-yard line, and a flag on the far side of the field at the 35-yard line. With 2:48 left, no score. And I think Blue Devils trying to establish a run at least into this wind as they're moving right to left.
Offside. Number 40, the defense, lining up in the
So
neutral
another penalty
zone.
on
5-yard
LIU.
penalty, 2nd down.
I mean, LIU just really killing its effort with these penalties.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6 now as they move the ball out to the 39-yard line. 4 wide receivers in the game. Howard to the right of Olsen. Handoff Howard. Shuffles his way for about a yard.
Elijah Howard, ball carrier on the play. Gain a yard.
Trovarelli comes in for the Blue Devils. Williams out. And he lines up in the slot, Trovarelli. Wadley one-on-one at the top of the screen with Braylon Vincent. See if they go to that matchup. Olsen trying to set up a screen, but the Sharks are all over it.
Exactly what Sharks do, swarm, huh?
They did. Peter Cleary made his 2nd catch of the game, but it'll bring up another punt for the Blue Devils, their 3rd of the first. We've seen, what, 5 punts?
Yes.
So far here in the first quarter.
Well, defenses have controlled the line of scrimmage. It's been difficult to run on both sides. The option has worked a little bit for LIU, and the Blue Devils have had a couple of, small chunk plays from the backs.
Felix Matos is deep, and he drifts back and fields it at the 20-yard line. But a great play by the Blue Devils special teams, Chris Jean.
What an outstanding play by Chris Jean, and his ability to tackle, along with his ball hawking skills, of course, with his 4 interceptions this year and career high active in the FCS with 11. Nobody's got more in all of FCS football than Chris Jean.
LIU back to it. Stanzani, the quarterback. The running back is O'Shawn Ross Jr. behind him. He lines up to the right. You never know who they're going to snap it to. Luca hands it off to Ross Jr.
And that time, Blue Devils, middle of that defensive line, Sherrod Watkins just swallowing up the back.
Brooks at the bottom of the screen. Lined up with, instead they hand it off again to Ross Jr.
John Ross Jr. is the ball carrier.
He's the leading rusher for the Sharks, averaging close to 6 yards per game.
You know, the wind's died down, but it looks like LIU's just trying to, play wind and field position here, trying to get through the first quarter to get to the second with the wind.
He had 17 carries last week, Ross did, 172 yards, no touchdowns though. 2 on the year. Well, with the wind at their back, one more play here in the first quarter for the Sharks. Over the middle, it's broken up. And we get a late flag.
Is that going to be unsportsmanlike, or is that a pass interference?
It did come in, you're right, it did come in kind of late. The Cavers Preston, the graduate student from Martinsville, Virginia, Charleston.
Pass interference. Number 19 of the defense.
Oh, well.
15-yard penalty. First down.
Say it goes on to Von Mitchell, the redshirt freshman from Staten Island. So it's a 15-yard penalty, a first down. Actually, LIU can run one more play here in the first quarter.
Oh, big break.
Yes.
Certainly for the Sharks.
Trying to establish that running game. Stanzani completes the pass. They keep the clock moving, and that'll end the first quarter. No score. They'll switch sides. They won't have to move too much. Sharks and the Blue Devils scoreless after 1. We'll take a break. Blue Devil Football, NEC Front Row, and the On the Run app.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked the best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News & World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our community health education clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
Robbins, NEC Front Row Crews, the Blue Devils and the Sharks scoreless after 1. We touched on it briefly, Mark. The Blue Devils won their 3rd consecutive NEC Men's Cross Country Championship in Pennsylvania this morning. Mark Rodriguez, Mark with a C too, by the way.
I love it.
Won the individual championship for the Blue Devils with Aiden Budge in 2nd place, 13th overall, and NEC championship for the men's cross country team. Congratulations to them. Eric doesn't have enough fingers. He's going to have to start putting rings on his toes.
Yeah. Well,
Phenomenal story.
Yeah, I mean, just
one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, too.
Yes.
Unassuming. And he probably could still run track, too, here
Oh,
at Central.
I'm sure.
2nd and 10 as they switch sides. Now, LIU going into the wind. That's Greenwood at the quarterback position.
Ethan Greenwood is the ball carrier on the play.
Good lateral pursuit by the Devils. Another 3rd and long for LIU.
Dayton has the tackle, and it's at Elmer's place. 3rd down.
3rd down. Throwing a big receiver, Jerron Kelly, the tight end, 6'7", 259.
Are we going to see him at Dietrich Gym later in the year?
From Cincinnati, Ohio. The Ashland transfer. He's number 7. 3rd down and call it 7 for the Sharks. Stanzani under pressure. Throws far side, and it's incomplete. Intended for Evan Brooks on the far side.
Wonderful pressure by the Blue Devils, forcing Stanzani to roll out.
And it's 4th down.
And here we go again. I mean, it's the Blue Devil defense forcing the punts. That the first penalty of the game for Central was a doozy because it gave LIU an automatic first down.
There's Braden Hall now deep for the Blue Devils. Lynch to punt it.
Along with Gene.
Lynch, see what he does this time into the wind. He had a 60-yarder, again, angling it. And Hall did not call for the fair catch, held on at the 20-yard line. But another solid job by their punter, Lynch.
Oh, terrific
and
job.
Great coverage.
The coverage gets down there. That's when we're, I think
was the returner on the punt.
a fair catch by Braden Hall might have been the.
That might have been Marsh,
safer.
actually. Jimmy Clark said it was Marsh Jr., but
I think it was Braden Hall.
I mean,
They both
didn't
went,
hear. Yeah, we didn't get any indication that Hall wasn't going to play.
Oh.
About a minute gone by here in the second quarter. The Sharks showing blitz. Olsen gets rid of it over the middle. Terrific grab by the tight end, Peter Cleary. Makes his third catch of the afternoon. All the way out to the 44-yard line and a Blue Devil first down.
Well, we don't have time. We do. We're going to see that great grab. That's a tremendous catch by anybody.
See if the Blue Devils keep it in the air with the wind at their back. A high snap handled by Olsen, and Elijah Howard is leveled.
Wow, did he take a shot up high? Clean shot, but like somebody had Elijah around the legs, and he was kind of standing up straight, and he got trucked.
Damani Williams comes into the game, replacing
DQ Watkins with that hit.
Trovarelli out. Olsen steps up, looking long, and it's incomplete. Intended for Krafasi.
Had a half a step on the defender. But, with this swirling wind, the deep balls are really hard to control, and that ball, you could see it just sail away.
It'll be 3rd down and 4.
So 3rd and 4 now for the Blue Devils. Howard remains in the game with just under 13 minutes left in the half. No score here at Root Field. Cleary goes in motion. Olsen rolling right, finds Cleary for the 4th time this afternoon, and it's good for another first down, a gain of 6 yards for the Blue Devils.
What a smart play, too, as Cleary reaches out to make sure he's got the first down, getting the ball to the 45 of LIU.
Mentioned 4th catch of the game for Cleary, 18th on the year for the big tight end. Having a solid year, the redshirt senior. Hand off to Marcus. Bulls his way for about 4 yards. Boy, LIU is delivering him some pretty vicious hits, Mark.
Yeah, but it's they're coming, 5, 6, 8 yards down the field. So Blue Devils doing a nice job with their offensive line, opening up some holes.
Trips to the left with Marcus remaining in the game to the left of Olsen. Fakes the handoff, looking for Wadley, and it's incomplete.
And again, the ball's sailing a little bit.
Sorry, that was Williams.
On Brady Olsen.
I tell you, he elected to go to Williams. Wadley was open by himself at the 40-yard line. And that time, Olsen, you're right. The wind might have got a hold of that one. Barry Brown comes into the game for the Blue Devils. At the bottom of the screen. Ball in the right hash. Olsen's going to put it up again. Here come the Sharks over the middle, and it's caught. Wow, what a grab. Michael Trovarelli held on and took the hit.
Sensational catch. The safety does a great job coming over, and you think it's going to be a pick until Trovarelli leaps into the air.
Showed some hops on that one. We know he has great hands. That time extending, and Blue Devils have it at the 15-yard line. Olsen to throw again over the middle, tipped up in the air and picked off. Ball was batted down at the line of scrimmage and intercepted by, I believe, number 30, Trey Watkins.
And woofing a little bit at the Blue Devil bench, the sideline, after making that play. That ball ticked.
Rolling on the field is an interception by the defense. First down.
Well, again, the reigning defensive player of the week, the redshirt junior.
All right, let's take another look. See who in the middle of that line. Yeah, the pressure coming right into Brady's face. Ball tipped up in the air, and then look at the little extra celebration there directed toward the CCSU sideline.
That's a team-leading 4th interception for Watkins this year. And the Sharks take over going into the wind at the 10-yard line. So a missed opportunity for the Blue Devils, who've been so good protecting the football. And this one sails on Stanzani, but we get a
pass interference
at the bottom of the screen.
They get
Styles Mitchell, who's back this week. Oh, wait a minute.
No, offensive.
Yeah, the side judge pointing in the direction of the Sharks. Jason Wallace says it was on LIU.
Now, do you? It's only half the distance. Do you take 2nd and 10, or first and
pass interference? Number 18 of the offense. The penalty will be assessed half the distance.
Yeah.
First down.
Into the wind.
Yeah.
I might take the push him back as far as you can.
1st and 15.
Yep. And the ball's right at the 5-yard line
instead of 2nd and 10. Okay.
It's difficult to throw the ball.
Yep.
Into the wind. So.
Well, and I mean, it's just sailing all over the place. Even deep balls with the wind will go farther, and you got to control it.
Deion Richardson at the bottom of the screen. Stanzani hands it off. A big gain for the running back, Ross Jr. And boy, he got it back in a hurry. That's a gain of about 25 yards on a first down run.
Good job of sealing that right side of the offensive line by LIU.
All the way out to the 27-yard line. Ross going to go again. This time the Blue Devils are ready.
Rashawn Ross Jr.
They swallow him up.
Derek Berlitz, the redshirt junior. Oh. And quickly here come the Sharks after a loss of 1. Stanzani running for his life, puts it up over the middle, finds the man. It's hauled in by Richardson. Solid job that time by Stanzani.
Styles Mitchell makes the tackle, and Styles is a little bit hurt. Doesn't want to come out. He is wincing in pain, but he's going to come back in to
gain of about
position.
6 yards. Ball on the left hash, 3rd down.
Big stop needed by the Devils.
Look for Stanzani to run. Well, he's going to put it up over the middle, incomplete. Surprise that time.
Quick hitter, well covered by the Blue Devil defense. That time, Malachi Mapp out of Windsor. His brother had a touchdown last night.
And it's an LIU 4th down.
Braden Hall and Chris Jean deep for the Blue Devils. Lynch has done a fantastic job this afternoon, including a 60-yarder, but the wind was at his back. This time punting into the wind and kicks it low. Jean handles it. Jean trying to get the edge. And there's a flag goes flying in the direction of Jean, and we're going to get an illegal block.
Yeah.
That flag went about 20 yards.
Yeah.
Got caught up in the wind. It almost hit Jean. Well, remember, who was the player with the referee threw the flag and it went into
one
his
of the Cleveland
Brown player, defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Hit him right in the eye and he went bonkers.
During the return, holding number 10 of the receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
Javante Royal, the grad student from Miramar, Florida, the guilty party. And Gene did a nice job holding on to that ball. And
yeah, he caught it high up in the air. Well, he's shown his hands. He's with those 11 interceptions.
A low-scoring affair here on a windy,
can't get any lower.
55-degree day here in New Britain. LIU led 14-0. Then New Haven came back last week, took a 16-14 lead, but then the Sharks poured it on after that and ended up winning 38-16. Olsen back at it in the shotgun. Quick one for, I think that was Cleary again.
Yep.
Nope, that's Dave Pardo. Pardo makes the reception.
Blue Devils complete a pass.
Second on the team this year. Well, that ties Elijah Howard. That's his 24th catch of the year. Averaging 13.5 per reception. That one goes for 5. And another flag goes down.
The Blue Devil left side of the line, the left tackle raised up out of his stance.
Isaiah DeLoach indicating it was on the Sharks, but here's the call from Jonathan Grand.
False start. Number 53 of the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Does go on the Blue Devils.
Second down.
Laquan Gaddy, redshirt freshman from Newark, New Jersey. And Adam talked about it, Mark, about just kind of the shuffling of the offensive line this year, right, with all the injuries.
Yeah.
You warm enough, by the way? Yeah,
I
not
am.
warmer than last night.
Oh, my goodness. I'm still thawing out. I mean, I act like it was, 25 degrees below. But
it was windy. I'll give you that. Elijah Howard gets the handoff, and he's tripped up at the 25-yard line.
And that was Scoop Gardner, Jr.
It is third down.
6-foot sophomore.
I tell you, they're very emotional and demonstrative.
Yes.
These Sharks, which, it's football, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they played that. They practiced that way.
They did. They warmed up like that. All right, trips to the left. Williams, Wadley. It's Williams in motion. He's looking for him, and Damani Williams is interfered with.
Yep.
To the chagrin
there was the bump
of Jalen Bell. Number 6, the 6'1" sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida.
For whom the bell tolls.
That's right.
Huh?
Him. 15-yard penalty. That'll be a first down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, there was that bump.
Pass interference. Number
Near
6 is the
side.
defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's the 7th
Watch
penalty.
it again. Right there, the push, the bump, and then the throwing up of the hands indicate he fell down, but I didn't do it. Right? Well, how did he fall down?
7 penalties, 45 yards here in the first half for LIU. See if the Blue Devils can capitalize. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Olsen looking long, going long, and in and out of the hands of Pardo. Ball may have been tipped because step for step was Trey Watkins.
Well,
so he may have got a hand on it. But
Brady Olsen has struggled in the first half with accuracy due to the wind. Not on that play. That was a perfectly thrown pass right to Pardo over his shoulder and right through the hand.
Olsen threw his 4th interception on a tipped ball earlier in the half. This time they'll try to run it with Elijah Howard. And he gets out to about the 43-yard line, brings up a 3rd down for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils 3 of 6 mark on 3rd down this afternoon, and the Sharks 1 of 5. Call it 3rd and 7 with 7:20 left here in the first half. No score. Olsen pushes Howard to the right. Olsen looking over the middle, and it is caught by Krafasi, fighting for yardage, but I think he has enough for the first down. Got out to about the midfield, and Krafasi, nice job holding on.
Oh, my. Great job. Great throw. 3 Sharks had him surrounded, and Boy, Brady Olson put it right on him.
Fourth third down conversion here in the first half for the Blue Devils. Remember, Central had it down to the 15-yard line on a big play, catch by Trovarelli, but Olson was intercepted on a tip pass. Right at midfield. Fake the handoff to Marcus. And the pass caught on the near side by Paul Marsh. Marsh Jr. making the reception. He's in double figures. That's his 10th catch. That's the 10th receiver now this year with 10 or more catches. Handoff goes to Marcus. Fighting for yardage. Going to be about a half a yard short of the first down. They got to get to the 40-yard line. Here comes Sean O'Brien in the game.
You mentioned those receivers, Bruce. 14 different receivers have caught passes this year from Brady Olson.
You almost think it's two-down territory here, Mark, with 5:40
absolutely.
left. And remember, LIU gets the ball
Right.
to begin the second half. Marcus remains in the game. Olson in the shotgun, and the extra tight end is O'Brien. Brown goes in motion. Olson's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down inside the 30-yard line. Brady Olson. As the clock continues to move, we approach the 5-minute mark. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins from Marute Field.
Bruce, Micah Heck with a nice block on the corner as Olson came around the right side to pick up that first down.
O'Brien remains in the game at tight end along with Peter Cleary. Elijah Howard back in for the Blue Devils. Now they line up to the right, the two tight ends. Olson takes the snap. Fakes. Looking in the end zone. Has time. A little miscommunication. He's trying to get O'Brien.
O'Brien cut back toward the inside. Brady thought he was going to go outside and threw it there to an empty spot.
Ricky Ortega comes out, and Paul Marsh back in for him. He lines up in the slot. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 4:40 remaining here in the first half.
Brady looks like he's changing the play.
Hands it off to Howard. He gets the edge. Elijah Howard cuts it back down to about the 20-yard line.
A late,
very late
flag from the umpire. Away from the play. I think they just picked it up.
They're talking about it. Well, you have to pick it up eventually.
Right.
A lot of penalties in this game. Mentioned Blue
There
Devils.
was no flag
There
for
you go.
face
They
mask.
did pick it up.
There was not a twist and a pull. Third down.
No twist, no pull, no foul.
No penalty. Yeah, no problem.
We've seen 7 punts here in the first half. And now the Blue Devils back in the red zone. Second time in this game they've been in the red zone. With Howard in the backfield. Elijah Howard dances his way inside the 20-yard line. Nice job again by LIU.
Boy, he's so nimble. He's got quick feet, and he saw a little bit of space and just kind of dives to make sure he's got enough for the first down.
Spotted at the 19 now. Howard remains in the game. Blue Devils 17 out of 31 for touchdowns in the red zone. This one is caught, but broken up. Overall, Central 26 out of 32 this year in the red zone.
I think Amari Lewis does a nice job on that play. Motion and everybody, the flow going to the right. Brady Olson throws back, but Lewis never left his spot and had containment.
It was almost picked off. Marcus in the backfield behind Olson with the play clock now down to 10. Blue Devils need to come away with points here. Little blitz from the corner by the Sharks, and Marcus gets back about 4 yards.
Marcus is the ball carrier on the play.
Well,
gain of 2 yards. They'll make 3rd down and 10.
Wadley comes back in, as does Elijah Howard, Trovarelli, and Ortega, and Krafasi goes split to the left. Jack Hennessy, just is the field goal kicker for the Blue Devils, had a terrific year so far. Just named to the Jerry Rice Watch Award list. Olson steps up. He's going to take off and dives forward to about the 15-yard line. Going to be short
Brady Olson is the ball carrier on the play.
of the first down, and we will see Jack Hennessy.
And
2-minute timeout.
First, we get the 2-minute timeout. We'll stay here, Mark. Hennessy, 9 out of 12 this year. And, you know, you have an opportunity to talk about it, whether you think about going for it or not, right? Also.
yeah.
Both teams, by the way, with 3 timeouts also.
Yeah, 4th and 7. I think.
Got to get to about the 9-yard line, right?
Yeah, right about, just a smidge inside the 10. But I think a shot of Hennessy right here is what the Blue Devils need.
Yeah, well.
I think you got to, it's just
nothing
a little
wrong
bit
with
too
that.
far. A little bit too much to go for it. 4th and 2, 3, yes, 4th and 7. But let's see. Especially with LIU getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Named to the Stats Perform Jerry Rice Award watch list. Hennessy, presented annually to the top rookie in FCS. Hennessy, of course, leads the NEC in both field goal percentage, 75%, and field goals made per game. He's 24th nationally, Hennessy. And they're going to spot this one at the 23-yard line. So this will be a 33-yarder. And Hennessy between 30 and 39 this year, 3 out of 4.
Got to be careful not to hook it with this wind. We'll see if it affects the flight of the football on the far on that left hash.
Hennessy, with the wind at his back, slides it through. So the 10th field goal of the year for Hennessy, and the Blue Devils are first to get on the board. LIU will get it back with all 3 timeouts.
Well, it's you said about 3 minutes ago it was important for the Blue Devils to get points, and they came away with that drive. Second time they were in the red zone, lost it on the tipped pass interception. Defense got it right back for them. They go down and get points on the board. Now, the defense gets another stop, go to the break, make adjustments, and continue to play the solid defense that they have done here in the first half.
We talked about the men's cross-country team. How about congratulations to the women's cross-country team defending it to NEC Championship this afternoon in Pennsylvania. Blue Devils have won back-to-back titles.
And who coaches the women? Is Eric Blake not the winningest athletic coach in NEC history?
You know, there's a project for you, Mark. Email Ron Ratner.
Yes.
Or Sarah.
Is he has the most championships?
Blue Devils lead the NEC in net kickoffs, 42.3 yards, 11 touchbacks this year. Cam Ingram and Davis are deep. Oh, and it bounces.
It's a live football.
The 12th touchback goes out of the end zone.
The kick will roll into the end zone
I don't know if anybody watched. Go ahead.
LIU's fortunate. I mean,
Yeah.
if that ball doesn't get to the end zone,
Mm-hmm.
they gave up on it.
He didn't call for a fair catch. Yeah. So another touchback by Blue Devil kicker, and here we go with 1:55 remaining. The Sharks with all 3 timeouts. Noteworthy, the Blue Devils also with all 3 timeouts. So if they get a stop.
First and 10, LIU, ball on the 25.
And in at quarterback, well, you have Stanzani to the left. You have three in the back. Pick your carrier. It's going to be Greenwood. And oh, look at this. Up at midfield. A little extracurricular activity. You don't call timeout yet. You see what kind of pace LIU.
Yeah.
They're taking their time.
Well, you lose one, second and 11.
They can bring it.
And I would, because you have the wind, too.
Yes.
You make a punt into the wind, you've got the wind, and you don't get it to start the third quarter.
Stanzani's going to put it up, slings it, and it's deflected,
Yeah.
and the clock stops. Trying to get it to Greenwood out of the backfield.
I think Gavin Taylor got his hands up. And that ball was deflected. That helps the Blue Devils, stops the clock, 3rd and 11.
And you
You
would
get
think
another incomplete pass, and wow, the Blue Devils will be in great shape.
Ross did rip off a 24-yard run.
Yeah, I'd watch
in this
quarterback
quarter.
keeper here.
They give it to Ross. Oh, no, actually, that was no, Ross does have it out to the 34-yard line, and now you want to take your timeout.
Oh, he's just a yard short, yeah.
Yeah, you got to take your timeout, right? Absolutely. Adam Lechtenberg. They should probably put more time on the clock. The play ended with about 1:12 left on the clock, and that's the first time out of the half. So they'll have 2 left. And again, Will Lynch has done a fantastic job this afternoon punting the ball.
At this time, we'd like to give congratulations to the Central Connecticut State men's cross-country team.
You hear Jimmy Clark with the announcement about the men's cross-country team.
Consecutive NEC championship this morning in Pennsylvania. Mark Rodriguez won the individual championship for the Blue Devils with Aiden Budge in 2nd place. It is the 13th overall and NEC championship for the men's cross-country team. Also, congratulations to our women's cross-country team on defending their NEC championship this afternoon in Pennsylvania. The Blue Devils have now won back-to-back titles.
Again, congrats to the cross-country teams at Central Connecticut. This will be the 5th punt of the afternoon for Lynch. And again, punting into the wind, although it's swirling again. Braden Hall dashes back to the 27-yard line. 2 timeouts remaining, 1:09. They did not adjust the clock. Lynch this time gets caught up in the air, and Blue Devils need to stay away, and they do, and they'll have good field position at the 43-yard line. Took about 8 or 9 steps before he punted that one.
But plenty of time, Bruce, 59 seconds, 2 timeouts, middle of the field.
That punt took 10 seconds off the clock.
Boy, if the Devils could add on.
Oh, yeah, big time. Because, again, LIU will get the ball to begin the second half. At the 43-yard line, Olsen in the shotgun, Howard to his right. Brady rolling right, throwing right. Wadley hauls it in. He needs to get out of bounds. Did he?
He did not.
Completes the pass to Donovan Wadley.
The clock is still running.
Yeah.
Boy, Wadley should have taken it right out of bounds. It's a gain of 9.
48-yard line, 2nd and 1.
With 35 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Handoff to Elijah Howard. He has a first down, and Adam Lechtenberg is going to use his second timeout.
Well,
Well, wait a minute.
No gain, it's 3rd down.
What? Why?
Clock running. 20 seconds left. All right, Olsen puts it up over the middle. Caught. And do they use a timeout here with 9 seconds left?
Now they say
it's incomplete.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
so it's 4th down now, but I mean, okay, why not put it up? This is like the New York at the end of the half with the New York Jets, where let's see if they take a shot downfield. And if you want to talk about it, you can still use the timeout. This play is probably going to take 9 seconds. Do they hand it off or do they throw it? Trying to draw them off sides. Play clock down to 10. 9 seconds left. 3-0 Blue Devil lead. And now Adam Lechtenberg will take a timeout and decide whether to punt. Again, if you throw a Hail Mary, chances are it's going to take at least 9 seconds, right?
Close.
What do you got? What should you do? What should we do?
You
get 5 yards in 5 seconds and then get closer. You can do that too.
You could get, if you.
Yeah.
You've got the wind with you, but how far can Hennessy go?
And you could.
Can you get 15 yards down to about the 35?
You could also gain another 5 yards, right? As Trevor points out, with a little pass over the middle, and then use the timeout.
And then what?
And then throw it in the end zone.
Yeah. Well, I think the issue comes.
It started when Wadley
25 seconds, 28 seconds to go in the half. Well, they didn't call timeout.
And it started when Wadley didn't get out of bounds. Also.
Right. And then you call timeout, which they didn't. And now you're in this predicament.
9 seconds left. Olsen. Over the middle, incomplete. They were trying to get Hennessy some extra yardage.
Now you let, of course, it's against the wind.
Yeah.
But
so they were trying to hit Krafasi for about 20 yards and then give Hennessy a chance, or what would have been about a 45, 50-yarder.
Now, keep in mind, half cannot end on a defensive penalty. So if you throw it up here and you pick up 15 yards and you get another play, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you run a little hook and ladder type of hook and lateral type play.
I just think Stanzani's going to run the ball. No, he's going to put it up. And Stanzani gets sacked at the 37-yard line, and that'll end the first half. But how about the job by the Blue Devil defense, holding LIU to a goose egg here in the first half? Malachi Wright gets the sack. That's his 3rd of the year, Mark, but terrific job. Only 4 first downs in the first half for LIU. They were 1 for 6 on 3rd down, and they ran 24 plays for a total of 43 yards.
Stifling.
Yeah.
Stifling defense.
Direct your attention to the field.
LIU played, bend but don't break defense. Blue Devils got to make some adjustments and get a little bit more efficient in the LIU end of the field.
The Sharks had 272 yards net rushing last week, and here in the first half, 41 yards Blue Devils hold them to.
Great defensive effort in the first half. Central's got to keep that up, make some adjustments on offense, and take care of business.
Band makes its way onto the field right here. Before we break, let's try to get you some scores around the NEC. Usually had that queued up. And don't forget, Monday night is the opener for the CCSU men as they take on Vermont State. You doesn't have to call me Johnson. 7 o'clock at the Dietrich Gym.
All right, here we go. Sacred Heart trailing at home. 6 minutes to go in the first half. New Haven leads Sacred Heart 10-7. St. Francis at home, 10-0 second quarter over Wagner. Bobby Moe and Stonehill scoreless as they begin in at Stonehill. That's it. It looks like Duquesne is off this week.
Yeah, Blue Devils 3-0. Duquesne 3-1. Stonehill 2-1, LIU 1-2, Mercyhurst 2-2, Robert Morris and Wagner 1-2, and St. Francis winless. So obviously every game so important. Blue Devils lead this one at the half 3-0. And we'll take a break, come back with about 5 minutes left, go over some stats. And hasn't exactly been action-packed in a lot of penalties, but a great defensive effort so far by the Blue Devils. 3-0 at the half. Blue Devil football, NEC Front Row, and the On the Run app.
Being a Blue Devil is an honor. And tonight, we gather to honor the best of the best. On the field, the track, the court, and in the pool, are now being rightfully recognized as you earn a place among your peers in the CCSU Alumni Athletics Hall of Fame.
We pushed each other, held each other accountable, and shared moments most people only dream about. The friendships we built means more to me than any award ever will.
I know what it feels now to be a fan, watching my kids in college. So now I know the pride that we brought to you, watching us win, watching us celebrate, watching us be Blue Devils, and enjoying the moment.
I want you guys to see this moment as a part of our family legacy. Success takes planning, discipline, and hard work, and I hope I'm setting a great example.
The bar was set very high. Graduation was a priority. Representing Central well was a priority. Competing hard was a priority. Beating Hartford and Southern was a priority.
On behalf of the Sports Committee and the CCSU Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to present Tristan Blackwood, Taylor Friedman, Barry Ursula, Bob Howland, John Kelleher, Denise Thomas, and the 1999-2000 men's basketball team for induction into the CCSU Athletic Hall of Fame.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday, November 8th with Stonehill at Central Connecticut State. Kickoff is at noon. Remember, all conference games are streamed live and free on NECFrontRow.com, and follow NEC News on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at NECSports.com.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5. Central Connecticut's Nick Washington scores this game winner with just 2 seconds to play in the game.
That gets through and it goes in!
Number 4. New Haven's Joao Paresh heads in the go-ahead goal on this set piece.
The back post headed on, and New Haven are in front!
Number 3. Mercyhurst's Benjamin Buckley goes upper 90 with this free kick.
Into the air, it's in!
Number 2. Watch NEC Rookie of the Week Fairfield's Kalen Fogelson walk the line and score.
Still able to keep it in play. Fogelson a shot, and she scores!
Number 1. The ball is sent into the box, and Stonehill's Casey Rice pops it up with her knee and scores on the volley.
The ball in, dangerous one, chance in front, and they knock it in!
Well, folks, there you have it. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions!
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC.
There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop.
Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis! And the Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown. And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne. LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships. The Cougars have won the NEC championship.
With FCU Knights, absolutely perfect.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked the best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News and World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our community health education clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
Every person, every resident in the state of Connecticut deserves world-class health care. This really is a moment for all of us at Hartford Healthcare. I'm so proud, I'm so grateful to the nearly 37,000 people who work in this health system. Every one of our institutions has an A from Leapfrog. This level of achievement is not only a reflection of their excellence, but of their commitment. It's an indication that wherever anyone encounters our organization, they can expect access to a level of health care that is truly exceptional.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
Being a Blue Devil is an honor. And tonight, we gather to honor the best of the best. On the field, the track, the court, and in the pool, are now being rightfully recognized as you earn a place among your peers in the CCSU Alumni Athletics Hall of Fame.
We pushed each other, held each other accountable, and shared moments most people only dream about. The friendships we built means more to me than any award ever will.
I know what it feels now to be a fan, watching my kids in college. So now I know the pride that we brought you, watching us win, watching us celebrate, watching us be Blue Devils, and enjoying the moment.
I want you guys to see this moment as a part of our family legacy. Success takes planning, discipline, and hard work, and I hope I'm setting a great example.
The bar was set very high. Graduation was a priority. Representing Central well was a priority. Competing hard was a priority. Beating Hartford and Southern was a priority.
On behalf of the Sports Committee and the CCSU Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to present Tristan Blackwood, Taylor Friedman, Barry Ursula, Bob Holloman, John Kelleher, Denise Thomas, and the 1999-2011 basketball team for induction into the CCSU Athletic Hall of Fame.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday, November 8th with Stonehill at Central Connecticut State. Kickoff is at noon. Remember, all conference games are streamed live and free on necfrontrow.com, and follow NEC News on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at necsports.com.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5. Central Connecticut's Nick Washington scores this game winner with just 2 seconds to play in the game.
That gets through and it goes in!
Number 4. New Haven's Joao Paresh heads in the go-ahead goal on this set piece.
The back post headed on, and New Haven are in front!
Number 3. Mercyhurst's Benjamin Buckley goes upper 90 with this free kick.
Into the air, it's in!
Number 2. Watch NEC Rookie of the Week Fairfield's Kalen Fogelson walk the line and score.
Still able to keep it in play. Fogelson a shot, and she scores!
Number 1. The ball is sent into the box, and Stonehill's Casey Rice pops it up with her knee and scores on the volley.
The ball in, a dangerous one. Chance in front, and they knock it in!
Well, folks, there you have it. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
This is awesome, bro. This is what the Devils thrive in.
Lily, say hi to the camera.
The LIU Sharks are champions.
Central Connecticut, they win the NEC.
There is Paquette, and she somehow beat the shot clock with a scoop.
Oh, what a move by Malachi Davis!
The Seahawks' first ever NEC Women's Indoor Crown.
And the goal for the NEC regular season title. It's Lemoyne. LIU has done it. Back-to-back championships.
The Cougars have won the NEC championship with FDU Knights. Absolutely perfect.
Central Connecticut State University, ranked the best college by Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News and World Report, and the Carnegie Foundation. Come explore and innovate within the dynamic realm of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Get the hands-on experience you need at our community health education clinic. It's all at Central. Apply today. Visit us at ccsu.edu/apply.
Every person, every resident in the state of Connecticut deserves world-class health care. This really is a moment for all of us at Hartford Healthcare. I'm so proud, I'm so grateful to the nearly 37,000 people who work in this health system. Every one of our institutions has an A from Leapfrog. This level of achievement is not only a reflection of their excellence, but of their commitment. It's an indication that wherever anyone encounters our organization, they can expect access to a level of health care that is truly exceptional.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday.
Welcome back as halftime rolls on here in Root Field. Clock winding down. We're getting ready for the second half with Central Connecticut leading at 3-0 over LIU. First half stats, 10 first downs for the Blue Devils. They rush for 77 net yards. They throw for 92, 169 yards of total offense for the Blue Devils on 41 plays. Just 24 plays, and Bruce mentioned it at the half, 43 yards of total offense, 2 in the air for LIU. 7 of 11 is LIU, but of course the Blue Devils have pressured the quarterback, Stanzani, and the Blue Devils with the 3-0 lead. Elijah Howard has 28 yards rushing. Brady Olson, 4 carries for 26. Donnie Marcus, 5 carries for 23 yards. Olson is 11 of 21, the 1 for 92 yards, the 1 tip pass that was intercepted. Peter Cleary leads the way. He's got 4 catches for 34 yards total. Trovarelli, Wadley, and Elijah Howard each have a catch. Zach Bonini had 3 punts, averaging 38.3 yards per kick. Chris Jean, Braden Hall each with a punt return. Jean with a 21-yard return, and Donovan Wadley has taken the lone LIU kick that was to start the game, and he returned it 24 yards. Blue Devils led in tackling. Defensively, Jack Stoll with 3 tackles in the first half. One of them was an unassisted tackle. 2 of them were unassisted tackles, actually, and 1.5 tackles for loss. I think the Blue Devils have 3 sacks in the first half. And, Bruce, it has just been a dominating defensive performance, one that, you hope the Blue Devils can continue.
Yeah, defensively, they've been terrific. And this is the team, remember, LIU last week put up 38 on New Haven. They've done a nice job on Ross Jr. He did have that big run of 22 yards. But he's had 2 consecutive 100-yard rushing games, including 172 last week in the victory. So, yeah, the defense has been stellar. And Central did have an opportunity missed, though, in the red zone early in the game where a tip pass and Brady Olson was picked off for the 4th time this year. Central last week, as Mark alluded to, got their 100th NEC victory. Not last week, 2 weeks ago, when they defeated Wagner. And where's Elijah Howard? He's gone over 2,500 yards, I know, but 28 yards. So he's been held in check as well, Elijah Howard. So pretty much everybody has been stymied, and you alluded to it at half. It's been a little bit sloppy with the penalties for both teams also.
7 penalties, 45 yards for the for LIU, 4 penalties for 34 yards against the Blue Devils.
And their special teams have done terrific, right? LIU punting the ball. Will Lynch averaging 44 yards per punt. He's had a couple inside the 20, including a 60-yarder. And Blue Devils lead the NEC with 10.8 yards per punt return. Braden Hall leads the way, just under 11. So Central will kick it off to begin the second half, and LIU will be going into the wind. It's been pretty consistent, the wind, so far, blowing from left to right.
Everybody up along the Blue Devils sideline.
This one angles towards the end zone and goes out of the end zone.
Great kick.
13th
in the end zone for a touchback.
touchback
Down and 10
supplied by Blue Devil kickers this year. Well, let's see if Ron Cooper, the head coach, has anything different planned. Court Shankweiler is the offensive coordinator for the Sharks, and they'll begin with the football into the wind at their own 25-yard line. Blue Devils on top, 3-0. Bruce Beal, Mark Robbins on NEC front row. So Stanzani does not start out at quarterback. It's Greenwood, number 14. He hands it off to Ross Jr., who gets the edge, but he's tripped up by Jack Stahl. What a play.
Huge tackle. If Stahl doesn't trip him up, that's at least a first down, 10-yard run. If not, he may break it.
Fourth tackle of the game for Stoll, and he came in leading the Blue Devils with 54, 8 tackles for loss.
Stoll was the last man out there on that left side of the Blue Devil defense. Everybody else was in pass coverage.
Ross Jr. did average over 6.5 yards per carry in the first half, but only carried it 5 times. He gets the rock 2 straight times to begin the third quarter. As the minutes gone by, no score, and a third down for LIU. Blue Devils were terrific in the first half on third down. LIU only 1 of 6 in the first half. Greenwood back to pass over the middle and out of the reach of the intended receiver. Evan Brooks.
Well, a solid start yet again for the Blue Devil defense. The 3 and out, which you're looking for here. LIU going against the wind here in the third quarter is Adam Lechtenberg choosing to take the wind here without getting the football in the third.
Greenwood on that incomplete pass. Playing in his 4th game this year. He has been injured. Another line drive kick. And Gene fields it dangerously, holds on at the 37-yard line. Lynch again with another solid kick.
That ball bounced high right into the eyes of Chris Jean, and he kind of snatched it. He was tempted and took the bait. Then he got swallowed up.
6th punt of the game for Lynch. Blue Devil defense does its job again. Mark holds him to a 3 and out. And here comes the offense on the field, led by Brady Olson. Mark talked about his first half. Pretty much held in check Olsen, 11 out of 21, 92 yards, and that interception in the red zone. Williams on the end around. Gets a block from Cleary, but he is nailed at the 37-yard line.
Jalen Bell, big-time hit.
And Blue Devils hurry up. Boy, he's still celebrating back at the 18-yard line.
They had to go get him.
And what do we got now? Are they going to look at that? Yeah, they're going to look at that. Adam,
it's almost like he brought it on himself with the celebration. It was like, well, maybe that was that hit wasn't good. Let's see. Maybe it was too high. Maybe
the
it was
crown of the helmet, right?
I thought it was the shoulder myself. I thought it was the shoulder, but he may have hit him in the head. It's tough to see at that speed.
Well, safety first.
We're gonna look at it again. No, I think it's a good call to look at it. Yeah, I think he threw the shoulder, but did it hit him in the head? Because no matter what you'd use, if you hit somebody in the head, you could use your. I guess theoretically you can use your pinky.
Norman Massey, number 13, was also in on the stop. But I think they're looking.
Certainly at Bell is who they're looking at. 6'1", 193-pound sophomore, Jalen Bell. And, I mean, he was.
After review, there is no foul for targeting.
They were looking to see if it was targeting or not, and they're going to say it was a good hit.
But I just wonder if he had gone back to the huddle and hadn't danced and pranced and thought himself to be the, greatest safety since Ronnie Lott.
That's who I was thinking of. That was
maybe they wouldn't have even bothered to look at it. Act like you've been there before.
A gain of 3. Williams in motion again, this time to the far side, and they throw it over the middle to the tight end, Peter Cleary, who hauls in. Oh, no, check that. That was Crafassi, number 18, who picks up 7 yards and a Blue Devil first down. A quick one from Brady Olson. Again, Central starting the third quarter with the wind at their back here at a root field. Gorgeous day, just a few puffy clouds. In the shotgun, Olson, handoff, Howard, trying to fight off the defender and goes out of bounds after a tough 6-yard gain for Elijah Howard.
That was Bell.
12th carry for Elijah Howard. They've held him in check. He's under 3 yards per carry. Bell second on the team in tackles coming into the game. 24 behind Rafael Fasolino. Olson steps up, going to take off and spins his way. A whirling dervish to the 40-yard line and another Blue Devil first down.
I think he learned that move from Elijah Howard. That was a heck of a spin move. Dancing with the quarterback.
11th first down of the game for the Blue Devils, and Brady Olson's been effective on the ground. That's his 5th carry. He's averaging over 7 yards per carry. Clock continues to run. Olson shotgun. Elijah Howard gets low and knifes his way inside the 40-yard line. Of course, the Blue Devils going with no huddle, as LIU has. Blue Devils have done well on third down, though, Mark, in this game. 6 out of 11 in the game. On a 2nd down and 9, Ortega's in the game, number 1. They're looking his way, and he hauls it in. Ortega over the middle. Found a seam in the zone.
Blown coverage. Blown coverage. Ortega went in motion, became wide open from the snap as he goes across the middle and in front of the safeties.
Former quarterback turned wide receiver, makes his 17th catch of the year, Ortega. And another first down for the Blue Devils. This pass goes for maybe a yard gain for Williams again.
Brady Olson completes the pass to Damani Williams. It's 2nd down.
Williams, a speedster. You'll see him run the end around from time to time. That's his 10th catch of the year, 2nd on the afternoon. So another Blue Devil in double figures in receptions. Olson looking in the end zone and just throws it out of bounds. Ball sailed on him. He was looking for Pardo in the right corner.
Brady Olson throws an incomplete pass intended for David Pardo. It's 3rd down.
It was short side of the field. Only one receiver, Pardo, down there.
Just talked about it. Central 6 out of 11 in this game on 3rd down.
It's been that kind of a bend but don't break type of LIU defense.
LIU held New Haven to 5 out of 16 on 3rd down last week. Olson's going to put it up again, a little bit behind the tight end Cleary.
Brady Olsen throws an incomplete pass.
So here comes Hennessy on for another field goal.
Omari Lewis with the play defensively for LIU. Another shot of Hennessy coming up here.
This one from 40 yards, between 40 and 49, Mark. He's 0 for 1 this year, including today, 10 out of 13 overall for Hennessy. Just got named to the Jerry Rice Award watch list, and Hennessy gets into it, but he pushes it to the right. Plenty of distance. A low line drive, and Hennessy just pushes it off to the right, so the Sharks dodge a bullet.
No good. It'll be 1st and 10, LIU.
And they'll take over. See, calling on the Blue Devil defense again, Mark, to come up big. And let's see who LIU throws out at quarterback this time. It was Greenwood to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, the Blue Devils have defensively had the answer for everything, and now I think they're going back to Stanzani.
Stanzani second on the team in rushing, and Greenwood third. And Stanzani keeps it himself up the gut for about 6 yards.
Lucas Stanzani is the ball carrier on the
Again,
play for LIU.
counted for 5 touchdowns last week, Stanzani, 4 of them rushing.
It's 2nd and 3.
And he leads the team in touchdowns this year with 7 on the ground.
Jack Stoll leading the way in the Blue Devils. That interior defense has been so tough today.
Another big third down coming up for the Blue Devil defense.
Jack Stoll. And Reggie Darka.
Reggie Darka also on the play, and LIU 1 out of 7 on third down, and this one broken up. Oh, the defense comes through again, Mark.
Chris Jean, the veteran, the freshman All-American from a year ago, the nation's leading career interception leader, active with 11. And he's nationally in pass defending most in the country, more than 1 a game.
So Lynch has done a terrific job, and this time they'll fake it, and Lynch has a first down as he runs out of bounds, and then he's pushed
an extra 15.
late, and flags go
place
flying.
to do it, too.
Flag down on the play.
And then there's going to be a lot. Oh, somebody's hat, the official hat just went. Another
More flags.
flag.
Happened right in front of the LIU bench. Didn't see who hit him out of bounds, but yeah, there's hats missing, flags everywhere.
One of the officials threw his hat up. I think it was the one who had already lost thrown his flag. I think there's going to be multiple fouls, probably against both teams. The Blue Devils are going to catch a bit of a break.
Well, the first,
if there's anything against LIU,
it was definitely a late hit out of bounds.
Oh yes,
100%.
Right in the middle of the Sharks bench.
And then it was a frenzy over there.
Well, the punter, you know, he has been looking. Well, Lynch, he's been running that way to his right, taking 7, 8 steps, and then letting it go. And he's looking to see, and there was an opening, and he got the first down. Let's check it out again on replay. Here we go, coming over.
See who it
There's
was.
the push. Is that Malachi, or is that, it's tough to see if that's either Malachi or Gavin Taylor. 8, Malachi right. And then right in the middle there of that bench, which is nowhere to commit a personal. You don't want to do it anywhere, but
Got in a shark tank.
yeah. So the officials still, they're talking with LIU head coach Ron Cooper. He's Wouldn't be surprised if he's saying, but my guys just had to react. How can you call it? Here we go.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play was over, personal foul, late hit number 8 of the defense, 15-yard foul. After the play was over, on sportsmanlike conduct, assistant coach of Long Island University, that's a 15-yard foul. That assistant coach has been ejected.
Who did he say it was on?
Well, he didn't know. One of the assistant coaches, he didn't have a name.
Well,
he didn't have a name, but
he's being escorted off the field as well.
Yes, right now. And wow. So the result is the net of the play.
Well, if he's got his phone,
they get it to the 35, and it's 1st and 10 on the Will Lynch.
Yes.
Run off the punt formation.
As Mark mentioned, they do get the first down and on that 4th down conversion, but the Blue Devils come up with a sack.
Face mask.
Oh, and then a late flag, a face mask. Yep.
Inadvertent, but somebody got him right across the grill, as you like to say.
That might have been Wayne Coleman, who's gingerly coming off the field.
And he's trying to explain why he grabbed the face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, number 22 of the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic.
Wayne Coleman, sophomore from Mount Vernon, New York, and an automatic first down.
And he comes off a little injured, so that is the old injury to insult, or add insult to injury.
That's the 3rd first down for LIU because of a penalty this afternoon. That's Greenwood keeping, and he fumbles.
Now,
and it's recovered by the Blue Devils. Was he down? Exactly. The ball was recovered.
The ball carrier was down, 2nd down.
Oh, Eric Jackson.
Let's take a look.
Made the recovery.
I thought, by my naked eye, I thought he was down.
They're going to rush to the line of scrimmage after a 3-yard gain.
I think he was down.
Stanzani going to put it up. He's got a man at the 38-yard line. Pass is hauled in by Richardson.
Well, you can feel the momentum swing in favor of LIU.
First down, it's 1st and 10.
The fake punt and the first down, then the penalty, then the face mask, and the Sharks are on the move inside the 40-yard line of the Blue Devils. Stanzani right up the gut off the fake handoff, and he's inside the 35-yard line after a 6-yard gain. Luca starting to get his groove on a little bit.
Looks like Wayne Coleman is back ready to go as he runs over to stand next to Ron DeGravio.
Stanzani goes out as a wide receiver. Greenwood in the shotgun with Ross next to him to the left. Now Greenwood may be changing the play. Plenty of time on the play clock. Down to 10. Greenwood cuts it back. Nice move. And he spins his way for a first down inside the 30-yard line. Looking at that replay, was that a fumble or was that no? He was down.
I thought he was down.
Clock continuing the move with 6:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Sharks are on the move. Greenwood again fakes the handoff to Stanzani and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Jack Stoll knifing in, loss of a yard. Boy, he's a terrific linebacker. When he shoots the gap, he usually comes up with the ball carrier.
Greenwood averaging just over 3 yards per carry, playing in his 4th game this year. So, Adam Lechtenberg talked about it. When he's healthy, him and Stanzani will split reps. Now you got 4 wide receivers in the game. Stanzani in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Guns it over the middle, and it's hauled in and caught by the big fella, Evan Brooks.
Will complete a pass to Evan Brooks.
That's his third catch of the afternoon,
Big
13th of the year.
Big third down, 3rd and 4.
All right, fans, get loud. It's Elmer's place. 3rd
You almost think they're going to run it twice here, Mark.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterback, the read option or even a straight keeper by Stanzani has worked up the middle.
LIU 1 for 8 this afternoon on 3rd down. Stanzani puts it up. He's got a man open, and it's caught for a 1st down along the far side. Hauled in by Dozier.
Boy, is it a 1st down? No.
Oh, wow. Did they mark him short?
They did. About a foot or so.
Oh, they're going to go for it. No hesitation at all.
Receiver was Jaden Dozier.
Dozier short. Stanzani. Shotgun. Going to throw it again. And it's hauled in. Wow. A team that loves to run the ball.
Concentration by Brooks. He bobbled it. He bobbled it at first. Look at it quickly on the replay. He had to readjust. Boom, boom.
6'4", 208-pound Evan Brooks. Back-to-back receptions and an LIU 1st down. They are in the red zone inside the 15-yard line. They can get to about the 4 for a 1st down. Stanzani rolling right again. Another quick throw and another catch by Brooks.
Lucas Stanzani completes the pass to Evan Brooks.
So 3 times in a row they go to Evan Brooks.
Well, if it ain't broke.
Ball is on the 5-yard line and 2nd down.
4th reception of the afternoon for Brooks. Now Stanzani comes out of the game, and Greenwood comes back in for him.
Maybe some type of option. They ran an option first play of the game with Stanzani.
Ross Jr. to the left of the Citadel transfer, Greenwood. They give it to Ross, and he bowls his way inside the 5-yard line down to the 3, and that'll be another 1st down for LIU.
Marching against the wind. Exactly what Ron Cooper wants. Chew up the clock with the against the wind and then grab the lead going into the 4th quarter when you'll have the wind advantage.
All right, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Remember, Stanzani had 4 touchdown rushes last week, but Greenwood's in the game. He's going to put it up. He throws it for Ross, and pass is caught. He may have lost a yard on that.
Yeah, they did.
Ross Jr.
Quick replay.
No gain on the
Here we go.
They also had Tysell
option.
Spencer in the game,
Solid
but he
job.
checks out. So 1st and goal at the 3. Can the Blue Devil defense come up big again?
2nd down.
Oh, yeah, 2nd, right. After the incomplete pass. Look for big number 8, Dozier, lined up in the backfield. Stanzani is going to shovel pass it to Ross, who walks into the end zone for a touchdown. That goes as actually a pass by Stanzani. And with the extra point, LIU will take a 7-3 lead. You're right, Mark. That drive by LIU obviously started by the fake punt for a 1st down.
Check out the formation, swinging gate. Blue Devils handle it.
And for Ross, that's his 1st touchdown reception of the year for O'Shawn Ross Jr. Extra point is good, and LIU takes a 7-3 lead. We'll take a quick break, come back. Blue Devil football, NEC Front Row, and the On the Run app.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday, November 8th with Stonehill at Central Connecticut State. Kickoff is at noon. Remember, all conference games are streamed live and free on NECFrontRow.com, and follow NEC News on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at NECSports.com.
Trovarelli and Donovan Marcus deep for the Blue Devils. After that LIU drive, Mark, 16 plays, 77 yards, 7 minutes and 37 seconds, highlighted by the fake punt and the first down and also a Blue Devil penalty. This is going to be Marcus. Ball gets caught up in the wind. Marcus gives the Blue Devils decent field position out to the 31-yard line. That ball almost stopped in the wind.
Yeah.
Marcus had to creep up. Did a nice job.
Bruce, Blue Devils with a minute 34 with the wind.
Yep.
Heading toward the fourth quarter and facing adversity and a deficit for the first time today.
Yeah, that was a terrific drive by LIU. So Central takes over, as Mark mentioned, down 7-3. $1:34 left. Let's see what they do here as Cleary goes in motion. Olsen is going to hand it off right up the gut to Elijah Howard, who spins once, not twice, but 3 times out to the 48-yard line. Earl Monroe's in the house.
Wow, what a run, what a burst up the middle from Elijah Howard.
Oh, and he's my vertigo would have kicked in right there.
Yes, I got dizzy watching him.
Spinning 3 times, but
we've got a.
That's Elijah Howard.
Is that Elijah?
Yeah, he's limping off the field. It's going to be injury timeout. He tried to make his way off the field. He's been battling that.
He's got him right now, so
he's been battling that foot.
Will be charged the first timeout of the second half.
Well, Central's going to be charged a timeout. He tried to get off the field. Yeah,
that's the new rule. And Adam Lechtenberg is pleading his case, saying, "Why would my guy go down when we're trying to run tempo?"
Yeah.
And it's not a good rule. I don't like it. They're trying to eliminate, guys on the defense flopping for not just
they're trying to
LIU's defense.
They're trying to eliminate it from becoming a soccer game, is what they're doing.
Right, and having defenses slow down the momentum. So he's saying, why would my guy? Well, we want to go, and he's trying to get off the field. It shouldn't be a penalty. Under the letter of the law, the rule, it is, but they've got to rework it somehow or eliminate it because it happens all over the country every week now. It's a brand new rule instituted this year.
How about that run, though, by Elijah Howard?
Tremendous.
But unfortunately, he's headed towards the tent right now, and Donovan Marcus, who's coming to the game, 59 carries, 172 yards, 22 carries in NEC action, 63 yards and a couple of scores. His season best this year is 46 versus St. Francis. And you might get a steady diet of Donovan Marcus here. After that first down, Blue Devils have it at the 48. Olsen's going to put it up. He's looking for Wadley. Over the middle. Wadley hauls it in. Oh, no. Yes, he does. What a catch. Donovan Wadley somehow able to hold on for the score. What an acrobatic catch by Wadley. And the Blue Devils, with the wind at their back, Mark, took a shot, and Brady Olsen let it fly, and Wadley with a spectacular grab.
Oh, my goodness, and you stole my line. He did make the catch. Outstanding play. Donovan Wadley been waiting for that type of explosiveness, really, all season. And that time he went up and battled and came away with it.
Hennessy on for an important extra point. He is 26 for 26 this year. Hennessy, and the Blue Devils take a 10-7 lead with 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. One more congratulations, Mark, to the cross-country team before we talk about the... Yeah, go ahead. Look at that again.
Let's look at it again. What a, as you called it, spectacular play. Really nice throw by Brady Olson. He's been fighting going this way, dealing with the wind and having the ball sail. He left that one up perfectly, and Wadley, great vision. The defensive back had to recover because Wadley had him beat, so he couldn't look back. Wadley could, and that's how he was able to make the leaping reception.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
oh, yes, he
you can
did.
take it. On a play like that, you can have it.
And that's his second touchdown reception of the year for the former Offensive Player of the Year when he played for Merrimack.
Yeah, what an answer by the Blue Devils. What a smart play call, as you say, to take advantage of the wind in the final minute, that you got it. And the Blue Devils get success and grab the lead back.
And a season long for Wadley of 51 yards. Previously, his previous long was 41.
And one of the officials, they'll come back now, and here we go. Nope.
Felix Matos and O'Shawn Ross Jr. deep. As the Blue Devils kick it off with the wind at their back. 53 seconds left here in the first quarter, and the ball blows. And the field judge is going to...
They're going to have somebody hold it now. I think it's going to be Braden
Ball
Hall.
came off the tee.
Braden Hall will hold it.
Well, as long as it's not Lucy, right?
Right.
That's good.
Charlie.
You had to think about that one for a little bit, huh? That'll be on pretty soon, right? Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
A Charlie Brown
Did
Thanksgiving?
we miss the Great Pumpkin already?
Seconds left. Huge play. 69 yards, 41 seconds on the hookup from Wadley. Stanzani in at quarterback. Hands it off to Greenwood, who runs out of bounds to the right. Again, both Greenwood and Stanzani splitting time at the quarterback position. They're going to have to run one more play. There's a 1 second differential between the game clock and the play clock. Greenwood swallowed up, and the forward progress is going to bring him all the way to the 23-yard line.
Is made by Malachi Wright and Lazarius Two. And that makes it an Elders place.
So now, with 5 seconds left, clock winding down, they'll switch sides. It'll be a big third down and 11 for the Sharks when we come back. Blue Devils on top here at the Root Field, 7-3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Blue Devil football, NEC Front Row, and the On the Run app.
It's time for the NEC Fast 5, the top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports. Number 5. Central Connecticut's Nick Washington scores this game winner with just 2 seconds to play in the game.
That gets through and it goes in!
Number 4. New Haven's Joao Paresh heads in the go-ahead goal on this set piece.
The back post headed on, and New Haven are in front!
Number 3. Mercyhurst's Benjamin Buckley goes upper 90 with this free kick.
Into the air, it's in!
Number 2. Watch NEC Rookie of the Week Fairfield's Kalen Fogelson walk the line and score.
Still able to keep it in play. Fogelson a shot, and she scores!
Number 1. The ball is sent into the box, and Stonehill's Casey Rice pops it up with her knee and scores on the volley.
The ball in, a dangerous one. Chance in front, and they knock it in!
Well, folks, there you have it. Those are your top 5 plays from the past week in NEC sports.
talk about the men's home opener of the season versus Vermont State Johnson on Monday night at the Dietrich Gym. We'll be on the air at 6:45. I will, actually, right? Yes.
Yes. Sorry, folks. I got to miss this one.
I can just feel the handkerchiefs coming out of their pockets. Third down. Stanzani puts it up, and it's broken up by Styles Mitchell. He reached in front of Richardson. And LIU will punt again. Will Lynch will punt for the 7th time in this game.
Well, he will back up to.
They're not faking this. They're not faking this.
But I think it's more of an option to him for him every time because he runs that way.
Mm-hmm. Hall and Chris Jean. This time he gets it away quickly, and Hall's going to let it bounce. Oh, Braden Hall. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Well, and boy, Adam Lechtenberg is not happy with Braden Hall right now. Although he gives him a low 5, but that cost the Blue Devils, what, about 20 yards, I think.
Well, I don't think he felt confident in running up. Mm-hmm. So at least he stayed away from it.
It was a bit of a knuckleball also.
Once that ball bounces, I think,
Oh, yeah, run away.
You got to run away. Not everybody does. Not everybody does.
Tells me Chris Jean might have gave that a try. So Central will start their first drive in the 4th quarter at their own 25-yard line with a 10-7 lead. That's Williams in motion. They're going to have to do it with Marcus, who's in the game. Elijah Howard shaken up on the Blue Devils' last possession. After he gained 14 yards on the run, and Donovan Marcus. It appears I do not see Elijah Howard on the sideline, Mark. So
no, I don't either.
Probably still in the tent. Four-yard gain for Marcus. Ooh, high snap. Olsen has to keep it himself and spins his way out to about the 27-yard line, but that's a 3-yard loss. And here comes Elijah Howard. He was, all right, Willis Reed.
All right, we've had a Willis and an Earl Monroe, but your favorite we haven't heard from yet.
Well.
How are you going to get that in there?
Yeah, if someone acts very cool and suave, we could talk about Clyde, but. Third down, here comes a blitz. 3rd and 8, Olsen. Looking over the middle, and it's caught. Hauled in by Williams, and that is going to be a targeting call,
and that's
I would think, on Bell, yes.
That is Bell, and he knows it.
Yep.
He is
let me tell you something. Damian Williams is lucky that Bell didn't connect with him because he was a heat-seeking missile.
That was a great
throw, huh?
Catch, great throw, and a tough catch, and we will look at it again.
The result of the play is the catch. Number 6, the defense. That previous play is under review.
They're going to look at it, and I think the wind muffled the mic out of the referee.
It's Bell. He's walking off. Look at this toss. Perfect. In between. As he had beaten the corner, and Bell, the safety, comes over. And you're right, Bruce. If anything, it was a little glancing blow, but the timing, I mean,
He led with the helmet, too, right?
The football gods made sure that wasn't a direct hit. That was as close to I mean, that could have been just devastating. He came over in full speed. We'll see it again. And
second catch of the afternoon for Williams.
Just perfectly placed. He came over, lowering that shoulder. But, the saving grace for Bell, I mean, he admitted, there's one thing about Bell, you know what he's feeling, whether it's joy or dejection. Jalen Bell lets you know how he's feeling, and he was dejected walking off the sideline. He knew what had happened.
And that's the 10th different receiver in this game that Brady Olson is hooked up with.
Wow. And again, 14 total on the season. They're taking a good look at it. And again, folks, if you're just joining us or first time watching, it's NEC Front Row. It is not the same cameras that the officials are looking at that we are showing you. They have different cameras, different angles.
But here, they were all, NEC Front Row was all over it, though, too.
Yes.
You could see that.
No, I'm just saying they're also looking at other angles that we are not able to show you.
So he's going to be, if this holds up, he's gone.
He's gone, and he'll miss the first half of
next week. Yep.
Next week.
And they're home versus Duquesne. That's a big game.
Yeah, it's a huge game for both teams, with Duquesne looming with its experience in the past and talent.
Mentioned Williams. That's his second catch, 34-yarder on that one.
Boy, they're still looking at it, Bruce.
Brady Olson now 16 out of 28 for 200 yards in the game.
And I think they are, if the official, Jonathan Grand, is going to, he's looking, he's got his guys close to the LIU huddle because they're going to make sure that Bell, if indeed he's ejected, that they get him proper notice. He doesn't have to leave the field anymore. That's the old rule.
LIU has won 4 of the first 5 meetings between these two teams after the merger from CW Post. Last win, only win for the Blue Devils, 28-0 back in 2019. Yeah, you're right. They're still. Well, maybe they wave it off unless because there was no contact. We'll hear it right here.
After a review, the ruling on the field has been overturned.
There you go.
Still be first down, Central Connecticut.
They overturn it because there was probably no contact, right?
Well,
or maybe
like
he led with the shoulder.
A little glancing blow, or he didn't hit him in the helmet. Led with the shoulder, didn't hit him in the head. Then it's not targeting. But anyway, what a wonderful catch.
Everybody agree with that here in that.
Our peanut gallery, as you call.
Elijah Howard back into the game, and Elijah stutter steps his way for a yard or two inside the 40-yard line. Michael Trovarelli comes in. Damani Williams, who made that terrific catch, exit. So good news for LIU as Jalen Bell remains in the game. Trips to the right, ball on the left hash. Olson fakes the handoff and lowers the shoulder. And Bell tripped him up, and he lets you know about it.
Gain of a yard on the play. It's 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 now for the Blue Devils. Clock running with a 12:25 left, 3-point Central lead.
You want to keep this ball and keep that clock rolling. Big 3rd down chance here.
Central 7 out of 13 on 3rd down this afternoon. Olson looking right, under pressure. He's going to go down.
They got to him. Scoop Gardner does a nice job leading the rush. And they are dancing on and prancing all over the place.
There you go. There's a Clyde reference.
Yeah.
Dancing and prancing. Zach Bonini going to punt it away for the Blue Devils. This will be his 4th punt. Felix Matos, and that is not Ross back there. Bonini down to the 5 and down at the 1.
Christine.
Wow. And it's going to hold up, Mark.
Great play.
What a play by Chris Jean.
Great job, Bonini, dropped the ball on the point. And Gene did a nice job.
Wow,
Great
terrific job staying out of the end zone and saving it. Well, with the wind at their back, though, they're backed up to the 1 yard. It's basically almost inside the 1 yard line mark. Fantastic job by Bonini and, of course, Chris Jean. Stanzani in the shotgun. Ross Jr. behind him. Ross Jr. waits for his blockers and gets some breathing room out to the 7 yard line. They're going to mark him at the 6.
He just lowered and snuck right behind his left guard, Donnie Harden, at 6 foot, 323 pounds. The biggest offensive lineman that they start, and they got some yardage.
They got some experience on there. Their center is Grayson Lewis, the grad student, and now another first down for the Sharks all the way out to the 15 yard line on 2 plays. Number 8, Jaden Dozier, made the reception for the Sharks, and they're on the move. With 10:40 left, Blue Devils on top, 10-7. Sun has gone behind the clouds. Ross Jr. again on a first down run, still on his feet. Forward progress, gets him 4 yards out to the 19. And this is their game. They've got some big, long wide receivers, Mark, but, you know, they like to run the ball.
No, they do.
272 yards last week against New Haven. I thought the wide receiver might have been offsides there. Stanazzi's going to put it up, and he hooks up down to the 40 yard line.
Well, a little bit of rhythm now for the Sharks. They have started it inside the 1 and
Jaden Simpson, sorry, Mark. Jaden Simpson makes his first catch of the afternoon. He had 4 catches and a touchdown last week.
Stole on a blitz, Bruce.
And he's fired up.
Jack Stoll came right up the gut from his middle linebacker spot to make the ankle tackle.
Just saw the replay on the reception by Simpson. And Stanzani under pressure, and he goes down.
The quarterback is sacked.
I don't know who got him first, but
Sherrod
Watkins. Lazarius Toombs, I thought, was in there also, the freshman from Philadelphia.
He put the initial pressure.
Yep.
And Stanzani stepped up right into Watkins' arms.
Big play all the way back to the 32 yard line, and now a 3rd down and 18 after that sack.
Look at Stoll faking the blitz.
Yep. Now they back up. Stanzani under pressure. He's going to put it up. He's got a man wide open at midfield. That was Richardson, who made the grab and a conversion on 3rd down.
That's a backbreaker. An absolute backbreaker for the Blue Devil defense, forcing Stanzani out of the pocket.
Yeah.
He does a nice job, though, finding his open man.
Only the 2nd conversion on 3rd down. They were 1 for 10 before that one, and this pass goes incomplete. Intended for Brooks.
You know, it's just so deflating, demoralizing for the defense. You make some big plays, you get a big sack, you force them into 3rd and really long, and then the quarterback just makes a play.
13th first down of the afternoon. 6 in the air and 5 rushing and 2 penalties for LIU. After that incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Stanzani on the keeper. He ran the option and picked up about 10 yards for a first down.
Lazarius Toombs with the stop, but a great plays in by the quarterback just to, you know, on the option, read it. Stanzani found room around that left side.
Yeah, he had a big hole that time. He was able to pick up, they'll give him 11 yards down to the 38 yard line of Central Connecticut. 7.5 remaining. 2 timeouts remaining for the Blue Devils. LIU with all 3. End around. And pushed out of bounds. Hopefully not too late.
Greenwood is the ball carrier.
Was Greenwood.
Well,
he was lined up as a wide receiver, yeah.
He lines up everywhere.
Gain of 2 yards on
Now he's going to come out of the game.
Line up on the sideline.
Jaden Simpson, who had a big catch earlier on this drive, checks in for him.
Remember, the drive started inside the 1 for LIU.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ross in the backfield with Stanzani, and Ross has it. Bowls his way up the gut. Lost control of the ball momentarily, but he's able to pick up 8 yards and a first down after Jack Stoll brought him down. And Jack Stoll trying to fire up the defense right now, Mark.
Bruce, I would say definitely do it if they had 3 timeouts. What do you think about even a momentum stopping timeout? If this was basketball, you know, Patrick Sellers would call one.
Stanzani looking in the end zone this time, and a lot of contact along the near sideline, but no flag.
That brings
Wow.
up 2nd and 10. And the Blue Devils have forced them, Bruce, to be, second. We just saw the last sequence. It was 3rd and 15, and they convert. They've had tough spots.
The 6'5" Dozier, I thought he was being held down the sideline.
He did too.
Richardson goes wide to the left. Simpson in motion. Ross gets the handoff and gets nowhere. Well, forward progress maybe gives him a yard.
Junior is the ball carrier.
Down to the 29-yard line. Another 3rd down.
Sorry, Bruce.
Yep.
Toombs in there. And a huge 3rd down again, 3rd and 10.
LIU converted on their last 3rd down, but they're 2 of 11 this afternoon. Under 6 minutes left. Blue Devils hanging on to a 3-point lead. 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devil 28. Jack Stahl showing blitz. He backs off now. Stanzani over the middle. Simpson breaks a tackle, but he's going to be short of a first down by about 4 yards. Actually, that was Ross Jr.
Oh, here comes the kicker. Here comes the kicker.
That makes it 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to try to tie this one up. Will Johnson, 5 for 7 this year on field goals. 42 was his long. Not much wind to speak of right now. Now it picks up a little bit. So this will be a 40-yard attempt. And a chance to tie, and he just hooks it to the left, Johnson. He's very upset with himself.
Styles Mitchell came flying in.
A dead yank.
Kind of my duck, my drive, my
Well,
duck
that would
hook.
the opposite for you. That would be because you're a lefty. Yeah.
Well, yeah, my slice.
So Blue Devils dodge a bullet.
Huge stop for the Devils, and now you got to look to that run game. You need a few first downs. The momentum, despite the missed kick, I think is on the side of LIU.
2 timeouts remaining for the Blue Devils, 3 for LIU, 4:55 remaining. Elijah Howard shaken up earlier, back in the game for the Blue Devils. Olsen's going to give it to Howard. Trying to get to the outside, and the Sharks do a pretty decent job sniffing that one out. Elijah Howard maybe picks up a yard. He goes out of bounds. Clock running with 4:45 remaining, and Central with a 3-point lead. And you would think they would be very deliberate right now.
They're coming to the line. Maybe they'll try to draw LIU offside, but I can't see him snapping it. There's 20:19 on the shot clock. Shot clock.
You getting ready, huh?
Clock.
Wadley goes in motion. Play clock down to 9. They snap it. Howard tripped up. After about a 1-yard gain, Sharks won't use any timeout at this point. And now you're in a passing situation.
You've got to let this play clock wind down. 30 seconds.
Marcus and Williams come into the game. Marcus lines up to Olsen's left. Joe Crafassi at the top of the screen.
There's the offside.
They tried to draw him offsides, and they did. Of course, LIU is saying it's on the Blue Devils.
False start.
And it is.
Number 26 of the offense.
Wow.
5-yard penalty.
Wow, it goes
Third
on
down.
the wide receiver, Damani Williams. That backs him up even more. Paul Marsh comes in. Here's Ortega also coming into the game. Cleary leaves. Yep, pushes him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd down and 12 now with 3:45 remaining and the clock running.
Still 18 on the play clock.
You can try to get some positive yards and give Bonini some space to punt it. Looking for Crafassi and a little bit behind him. Olsen had to get rid of it pretty quickly.
Going to give LIU the ball back, 3.5 to play.
And the redshirt freshman, Zach Bonini, on to punt. He's going to have to back up to his 5-yard line. Ross Jr. and Felix Matos deep, but they're going to get good field position as Bonini's going to have to punt into the wind. A line drive lands at about the 48-yard line, and a terrific play by guess who? Chris Jean.
Great tackle. He just lined up the punt returner.
Remember, he made that play earlier in the quarter.
Down it at the 1. Great stop. But look where it is.
43-yard line.
43-yard line.
So still good field position for the Sharks. Down 3 with 3:22 left and all 3 timeouts. Greenwood lines up in the backfield, and they hand it off to Ross Jr. Back to the line of scrimmage he goes as we approach the 3-minute mark.
Malachi Wright comes through, slicing through. No gain whatsoever.
Now Greenwood departs, and Jaden Simpson comes in for him. Ross Jr. to the right of Stanzani. Stanzani throws it far side. Passes hauled in. 8-yard gain, and boy, Dozier made the catch, and he let the Blue Devils know about it. These Sharks like to chirp a little bit.
How far is LIU from Broadway?
3rd down run, and the 1st down after a 3-yard pickup by Ross Jr. with 2:20 left here in the 4th quarter.
They're going to try and get a playoff before the 2-minute timeout.
It's 1st and 10, Long Island on the 46.
Stanzani again, 4 rushing touchdowns last week. He's the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. And the pass is hauled in. It's caught.
Really?
And out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Going to be a little short of the 1st down. And that will be the last play before the 2-minute warning with 1:59 remaining. 2-minute timeout here at a root field.
See that again. Can we see that again? Are you sure, Bruce, that he got it? I mean, I know what they say, but what do you think?
Well, I mean, it was on the far side. Looks like he had his 2 feet in. He only needs 1.
Did he have him in when he caught the ball?
Did he have control?
Or did he have to dive to catch the ball?
We'll wait and see.
He just needs 1 foot.
Yep.
Let's see. I think he had to dive to catch it. Yeah, he didn't catch it until his feet were in the air.
Are they looking at it?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. They're all huddled.
So you're saying you saw the you're saying that's incomplete?
I think it's. I don't think he had the ball, and I think both feet were up in the air.
As you mentioned, there's a huddle going on. 2 minutes left. 10-7. Blue Devils on top, looking to win, looking to remain undefeated in conference play. 5-3 overall, 3-0 in the NEC. LIU, a loss here really. That's it for LIU. Really gives them no chance to win the Northeast Conference with the 3 losses. Even 2 is a stretch.
Well, it would be 3, and the Blue Devils would only have 3 chances to lose. So if they couldn't, there would be 4 behind the Blue Devils.
Will Johnson missed a 40-yarder earlier in this quarter to tie the game. LIU with all 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 2. Ross in the backfield. He gets the handoff and bowls his way forward. Depending on the spot, going to be short of a 1st down. 3rd down and about a half a yard.
Rashawn Ross Jr. is the ball carrier.
Do you throw here and worry about picking it up on 4th down?
I think the way Stanzani runs the ball, he's probably going to run it twice, and then you can use one of your timeouts. They hand it off to Ross, and he's dropped for a loss. So now do you use a timeout and talk about it if you're LIU? Absolutely. Ron Cooper is going to take timeout. That's the first timeout called by LIU, and it'll be a huge 4th down and 2 for the Sharks.
Cliff Thompson, big play, middle of that line. Outstanding job.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 27 seconds.
They're going to put 1 or 2 more seconds on the clock, so 1:27 left. The Sharks have converted both of their 4th down tries this afternoon, 2 out of 2.
What? Does the fake punt count?
In my book, it does.
Yeah. I thought maybe 3 then.
As they pursue an NEC tournament berth.
Well, this is it right here, Mark. 4th down and 2, 10-7. Central Connecticut. I mean, does LIU dare put the ball up in the air? They've hooked up with Evan Brooks a number of times on short passes.
I would think they'll make the Devils defend the option play here. I think Stanzani's
probably the best running quarterback in the NEC, Stanzani, in the backfield with Ross to his right. Simpson goes in motion. 4th and 2. Stanzani rolls right. He's going to put it up, and it's caught. I believe that was Jaden Simpson who made the reception. It was.
Gutsy call.
Yep.
Off the timeout.
Oh, it's the threat of him running, right, which opened it up. Stanzani in the shotgun. Looking right, now middle, under pressure. And throws it up, intended in the direction of Jerron Kelly.
Doug Flutie-esque a little bit, huh?
Kelly at 6'7", but that one way out of his reach. Yeah, nice job. Or Fran Tarkington.
Yep, another one.
2nd and 10, 2 timeouts, ball on the 33, 10-7 Blue Devils, 1:12 left. Ball on the 34. Stanzani puts it up again. And this one's broken up by Braden Hall.
Great coverage.
Broken up by Braden Hall. And that makes it
Hall reached in. It's a 3rd down, but undoubtedly 4-down territory here for the Sharks with 1:07 remaining.
Be about a 50-yard field goal attempt should they decide to try it from this spot.
Career long for Johnson is 42, and he just missed a 40-yarder. Crowd making noise below us here at a root field. With 1:07 remaining, 3rd down and 10. Trips to the left. Stanzani going to take off. A quarterback draw, And it works for a first down. Jack Stahl brought him down, but not before a 14-yard gain.
Yeah, Stoll making a big-time tackle just to, keep him out of the end zone. He would have taken it in.
Under a minute left, 52 seconds. Stanzani looking in the end zone. Incomplete. Braden Hall on the coverage, intended for Jerron Kelly. Braden Hall's given away 8 inches on that matchup.
One-on-one.
At least.
They had the matchup they wanted.
Yeah. Kelly goes 6'7", Hall listed at 5'10". And there was a lot of contact as well, Mark. After the incomplete pass, 49 seconds left. From the 20. Stanzani has time over the middle, caught inside the 5-yard line. Chris Jean made the tackle on Jaden Simpson, but LIU now inside the 5-yard line with 43 seconds left. And they wind the clock back up. Do the Blue Devils think about using a timeout here, Mark?
No. I think it looks to me it's going to be one play and then the field goal unless it's
I would be shocked. Why wouldn't you try to win the game here if you're LIU?
Well, because they're not calling timeout.
Greenwood at quarterback. Instead, it's Stanzani who's tripped up down to the 1-yard line. And now LIU, you would think, uses a timeout, yes, with 12 seconds left. They're going to mark that ball at the 1-yard line now.
So they're going to try one more play, and then they'll have to kick.
Well, you have time for a couple plays, right? You got 12 seconds left. You can throw the ball here if you want.
You got one timeout left.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you throw it in the end zone, or it's an incomplete pass.
Right.
That'll leave you.
Do that. You could do that twice, certainly.
And then you could try to run the ball, and then if you don't make it, you call timeout.
Right. But if you run it on the first play, then you got to call timeout if you don't make it, because then the clock would. So it's going to be a pass on this play. You got to guarantee that, right? Or he may scramble in, but
you roll them out.
Yeah, but I think it's a pass. Wow.
Again, one timeout remaining for LIU and 2 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the 1-yard line. 10-7 Blue Devils lead. Stanzani in the shotgun, but the Blue Devils are going to use the timeout right there as they saw what LIU was lined up.
Central Connecticut, their second timeout.
They had Greenwood and Stanzani in the game. So Central uses a timeout there, and why not, right? I mean, at that point. I can smell the wood burning right now. All your thoughts.
It's a lot of cobwebs up there with that wood.
What?
I mean, I was just thinking back, not now, but back when there were 20 or 30 seconds to go when the ball was first at the 4, first down. Do you even let them in to try to have a little bit more time to counter? But I don't think so.
Defensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, Ron DeGravio. They break the huddle. And here we go again. 12 seconds left. 3-point Blue Devil lead. Second down and goal from the 1. Central trying to hang on and go 4-0 in the NEC. Stanzani alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. He pitches it to Greenwood, who's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. They tried a little trickery, one quarterback to the other, and that ball may have been deflected, and now on third down.
I think you got to kick it here.
I
know there's
shocked.
7 seconds.
I'm shocked they didn't try to bullet in.
I know there are 7 seconds, but.
No, one more play.
All right. They do have the timeout. So now it's going to be a run.
Third down.
Now it's going to be a run. I knew it was a pass, that play. It's going to be a run up the middle. They're going to have to call timeout if they need to.
Brooks and Richardson at the bottom of the screen. That's Greenwood, the quarterback, and Central's going to use their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Smart.
Central Connecticut, their third and final timeout of the game.
Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose you can throw. You have a timeout to go, but I smell a run.
Yeah, I was
up the middle, sort of, and you get in, great, you win, and if you don't,
I think that was Chris Jean on the coverage too. If he turned around a little earlier, you might have had a shot at an interception. But you got these really big receivers here.
Yeah.
For
well,
Brooks
the razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kelly's 6'7", Dozier's 6'5".
I don't see it. I don't see why you do all of that. It's the closest play is a direct. The way to get in the end zone is on a direct line, and you're doing all of this.
You burned 5 seconds off the clock, also.
I mean, let your quarterback throw.
Again, with the way they run the ball,
Yeah.
with Ross and Stanzani and Greenwood,
I think
I'm
it's
shocked they didn't run it earlier.
And I think they will here. And look, they got two backs.
Yes.
Two tight ends.
That's number 42, Keith Bork in the game. Stanzani's going to throw it, and it's tipped by Jean and incomplete.
Wow.
It doesn't matter, really, if there's pass interference. And I guess they're going to try to tie it, but how about having the ball on the 1 yard line with the way you run the ball?
Yeah, and you don't run 2 straight plays. I think they outthought themselves.
Yeah.
They did too much. It was too much.
Will Johnson, with the miss earlier here in the quarter, a 40-yarder, is now 5 for 8 on the year. This for the tie. Kick is blocked! It is blocked by the Blue Devils! Are you kidding me? And they storm a root field. A little chip shot, and the Blue Devils rejected. That is just wild. You go from thinking you're going to lose this game, Mark, when the ball's on the 1 yard line and not sure who blocked it.
Who came through? Somebody from that left side. Was that Stiles? It might have been Stiles Mitchell from the left of the defensive formation. Look at it again. We'll set it up for you a few times.
Central Connecticut 10, Long Island 7.
That was just
Here we go. Watch.
Well, and there's a lot of
the
chirping.
The inside guy was that Jack Stoll. Jack Stoll. Incredible.
And the coaches from both teams are trying to get the players off the field because there was chirping as we talked about it during pregame. There's a lot of chirping going on now. Now they separate. But, wow. That was indeed Jack Stoll with the rejection. And the Blue Devils go from, LIU goes from the jaws of victory to the jaws of defeat, the Sharks.
Unreal. And we questioned the play calling on 2nd and 3rd down before the kick.
I'm just shocked they didn't run the ball, the way they run the ball. Shocked. Like you said, they probably outsmarted themselves.
And they tried the trickery. They just outthought of it. They outthought the situation.
We'll take a breath and wrap it up from a root field in a wild one. 10-7, the Blue Devils prevail. Blue Devil football on NEC Front Row and the On the Run app.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. LIU quarterback Lucas Stanzatti accounted for 5 touchdowns as the NEC Offensive Player of the Week. He ripped New Haven for 98 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for 152 yards and another score. Teammate Trey Watkins is the Defensive Player of the Week. He contributed 5 tackles with a forced fumble and an interception, both of which led to Sharks touchdowns. It's an LIU triple with Jaden Simpson as the Rookie of the Week. He snared 4 passes for 42 yards, including a 33-yard score. Special teams honors go to Stonehill's Dominic Scalise. He drilled all 3 of his field goals to help stop Mercyhurst. We're back on Yes Network, Nesson Plus, and ESPN Plus on Saturday, November 8th with Stonehill at Central Connecticut State. Kickoff is at noon. Remember, all conference games are streamed live and free on necfrontrow.com, and follow NEC News on social media at NEC Sports and on the web at necsports.com.
Well, in a game